Every stylish guy knows what takes an outfit from good to great is the attention to detail. And nothing completes a look like the right belt. You know what ruins a great outfit fast? A worn out belt that doesn't fit right. Most guys are still rocking belts with stretched out holes that either pinch your waist or sag and throw off the whole look. That's why I'm excited to partner with today's sponsor, Anson Belt and Buckle. This family-run company has been around since 2009, and they've completely reimagined how belts should work. Instead of holes, Anson Belt uses a micro-adjustable track system with quarter-inch increments. That means you get the perfect fit every single time. And once you feel that kind of comfort and precision, you'll never want to wear a traditional belt again. The best part, you can mix and match every buckle with any strap. One box set gives you 9 different belt combos, so you'll get to maximize versatility with way less clutter in your closet. But this isn't just about style, it's about feeling more comfortable, more confident, and more put together every time you get dressed. Anson Belt moves with you, so whether you're sitting, standing, or on the go, you're always comfortable and always looking sharp. I've been wearing mine nonstop, and honestly, it's the best belt I've ever owned. Once you try it, you will see exactly what I mean. You won't go back. And here's why you can trust them. They're still proudly family-owned. They've earned over 40,000 five-star reviews, and every belt is backed by a lifetime guarantee on functionality. They stand behind every product they make, and once you try one, you'll understand why. And because Anson Belt and Buckle is sponsoring today's video, when you click the link in the description or scan this QR code to build a box set, you'll get 2 bonus pieces, a buckle and a strap completely free. That's 3 buckles and 3 straps, which you can mix and match into 9 unique belt combos all in one box. It's an exclusive deal you won't get anywhere else, so click the link, build your set, and upgrade your belt game today. It's go time. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to the Wednesday show. Let me go ahead and introduce the crew. We got Hink, Miss Jasmine, Miss Pearl, Willie, Just Shanice, Viz the Poet, True Table, and Bash. With myself, Lapeef JR. Welcome to the Wednesday show. How's everyone doing?
Everybody.
Good, hi.
It's all good. It's all good, big brother.
I guess y'all must be delayed. What y'all for?
Damn.
What? I mean, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, I'm talking about food. But I can see where y'all was going with that, though. Now that I let it marinate a little bit. Anyhow, it's good to see you guys, man. Happy Wednesday. We almost there. Hump day is just about over, man. So Friday will be here soon enough. Let's see what we got in the chat. We got Willie in the chat, successful MD, Dory G. We also got Aries Nation 82. As you guys come in, hit that like button. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you catch us on replay, hit that like button and make sure you subscribe as well. What's going on, AP, Branu? As you guys come in again, hit that like button. Shout out to the sponsor, Anson Belt and Company. That link is in the description. Let's get our belt game in order. And they have some dope belts. I love them. What's going on, Mills? 3679. Also a member, along with Brando and AP. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Uh-oh. What's going on, Real Dope? How you doing, sir?
What up? What up?
Bash your camera is doing money.
Yeah, I don't know what it's doing, and I can't figure out how to make it work. I keep tapping it and untapping it, and nothing's happening.
Is it the Chromebook?
I don't have a Chromebook. I've got an HP.
HP? Okay.
That felt shady.
What you want to do is go to that little gear.
Okay.
At the bottom, and then go to camera. And see if you can adjust it there.
Yeah, I definitely tried that. I also work in tech, so I'm actually not sure what's going on with my camera right now.
Okay, just try to refresh and see.
Is the camera privacy lens closed?
It is not. It does not have a privacy lens on it. It goes from that to that.
Yeah.
You said refresh.
Yeah, I would just are you using the phone or are you using your computer?
Yeah, I'm on my laptop.
Yeah, I would just probably hit the refresh button. I'll wait for her to come back. What y'all laughing at, man? Like y'all having some side conversation going on or something?
Look at the back chat, bro.
Oh, okay.
I shocked the shit out of you.
Nope, we are not being great today.
Okay. Are you using the Chrome browser?
I am. Nope. What is this? Internet Explorer.
Okay, use the Chrome browser. You got Chrome?
Nope.
Yeah, use the Chrome. We're supposed to use the Chrome browser. So try that. Maybe that might fix it. In the meantime,
I have to download it. Give me just a moment.
Okay, I'll go ahead and try to stall it out, man.
Okay.
So, anybody got anything exciting going on this weekend? Any plans? No? Y'all just stay in the house?
I got a couple of gigs coming up, but it ain't really much of a... It's just a couple of gigs coming up. But my daughter went to school today. Her first year of public school.
First year of public school, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She okay, I'm not, but she's
okay, but you're not, okay. Well, I mean, probably not so bad.
Will got glasses.
Huh? What'd you say?
I got what?
It's...
No, I just got a headache, and look at this computer screen gonna make it worse. So I just put these on to keep me from, so I can tolerate this shit long enough to stay here.
I'm screaming.
So hey, we talk about who got some new shit. I see you got.
Don't start, Will. Don't start.
New eyebrows tonight.
I was crazy.
She got some new ones painted on.
Painted? Y'all started so early.
No,
My
them
people
shit.
Up here with makeup on.
You said what?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. It look like you shocked right now. Like,
yeah. Now don't do that. We seen that thumbnail the last time you was looking real crazy.
I can't wait for somebody to piss you off tonight, because then the motherfuckers gonna start touching.
I'm gonna be good tonight.
Look, she feeling herself. She got a loner hair on. Boy, she can't tell her shit.
No, I got my family in the building. They coming to watch. Shout out to the collective family down there. I see y'all. Love y'all. Yeah, I got my family. So I'll be good today, y'all. Don't piss me off on purpose.
And like we see,
she gonna
rose, huh?
We love some
yeah.
It looked like your forehead lifting weights every time you raise your eyebrows.
Damn.
Damn.
I'm starting already.
My bad.
Will, you an asshole, man.
First of all, just understand it's all in love and good fun before somebody in the comments start trying to menstruate on me. Like, Shanice, no, I'm just talking shit. Relax.
God damn. Yeah, she got that loner hair flowing tonight, I see.
Oh, this is a new one.
You got a new loner hair?
We call her
Oh, shit.
How much she costs?
Hair. 100% human.
How much she costs?
How much she costs?
Yeah.
She was free for me, but you can check on her website.
I know she was.
She was free for me.
I have a question. When you travel, do you put that in, do you put wigs like in a carry-on, like a hat case, like the way that I knew it. See, I know y'all just don't throw them shits in y'all luggage. I knew I wouldn't.
I forgot a whole carrying case with a loner hair.
Do you
God
hear me?
damn.
Walking around looking like a woman every second.
That's fair.
That's the beauty of a woman.
Hey, she just needs to give her browser permissions. My bad. Let me stop. Let me be helpful. She needs to give her browser access to her camera.
Today. I thought it was gonna be Hank.
Shanice, what's in that cup?
No. He ain't talking about your eyebrows. He ain't talking about your eyebrows permission. He's talking about the browser on that girl's computer.
Yeah, the browser, not her brows. Like, she just needs to give her browser permission to access her camera.
Yeah, that's what
she thought she was talking about her eyebrows.
Oh no, not your.
That's funny.
Y'all be quick.
Hold on.
Hold
on, y'all. So we can troubleshoot. Hold on, so we can troubleshoot. What'd you say, Bash?
I just said that was funny.
Yeah,
the play on words was that was awesome.
If you look in your if you look in the URL bar on your screen, it should top left next to where it says StreamYard 2R blah blah blah. It should be a little button right there that probably got a red X on it. Click that and it'll give you access to your camera and your microphone. You just got to select both.
Okay, it does not have that on there.
Shit.
I can go to settings though. I'm in Google Chrome now.
Yeah, Google Chrome is what I'm using too, so that's why it looks like that on mine.
Okay. Let me search them settings in.
Yeah, you just got to give it like permission. Otherwise, it'll probably show up like that too. That's good. I ain't never seen that icon that big like that.
Yeah, that motherfucker huge.
Pause.
Oh, wow.
So we just gonna waste all the pauses tonight early, huh?
Right.
All right, bet.
Hey, we won one.
Hey, speaking of pauses, Shanice, did you get those both done at the same time?
Get what done?
Your eyebrows.
Eyebrows and what else?
Both your left one and your right one.
Yeah, I get them done at the same. They do left. I feel fancy. They might do them both.
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
I make sure my eyebrows done because I don't makeup don't really do good for me. It doesn't really do good for my skin, so I make sure my eyebrows are done until I find a makeup that's conducive for my skin. Only wear it when I perform, but it out every time. So I don't,
Stay away from that makeup. That shit costs.
Jasmine's thing too, man. So y'all bring me to connect on something. You and Shanice. Shanice sings.
I'm with it. Teach me if I learn how to what.
That's not a thing, don't you?
And I find some makeup that fits my skin, doesn't break me out, baby, I'll be beat down for the gods.
No, I was talking about singing, Shanice.
Yes, you're talking about singing.
Oh, I was talking about makeup because her makeup is beat right now.
Yeah, she sounds confused.
Shanice, you don't need no makeup. Don't start wearing makeup. You don't need none.
It's too late.
It's too late. What makeup you see me have?
Them goddamn eyebrows.
There's not.
Some bitches look like makeup.
Hey, not today.
I don't feel like eyebrows count either.
Hey, not today. I'm trying to be good. Don't piss me off. See, every time I say I'm do good, it be y'all that be trying to press my buttons.
Let me see if I can try to help troubleshoot that too. Did you find the status, Bash?
I'm actually switching devices. I have a couple iPads, so I'm about to try one of these iPads first.
Okay. Yeah, that should probably get it right there.
Yeah, I'm
tired. You know how you can fix that? You can take that iPad and throw it against a goddamn wall. It'll probably work after you do that.
Okay, so we actually haven't tried the iPad yet. So before doing that, I'm gonna try it and see if it works.
No, he's an Android guy.
You can tell an Android hating ass nigga as soon as they start talking.
Oh, gotcha. That makes more sense.
All they troubleshooting involves some type of violence. Like throw it against the wall.
God damn.
Smack your wife with it. Throw it at a school bus with retarded kids. Like that's how Android users troubleshoot Apple devices.
Hey Willie, I was listening to some video. That forward what I'm hearing is it has the technology and the intelligence of a Pixel, right? But it's not too far. It's not doing too much extra than the other phones that's out there.
No, it's not. The thing that's the selling point for that Pixel is one, the 10-year life of the screen. That's a big deal. The new HN or Tensor processor, that's another big deal. Some of the processing scores are pretty decent too. Like they get mid 7,000s with it. So that was also fire. The extended battery life, and then you get the Pixel UI. Like for Android 16 and 17, when it come out, the UI is gonna be crazy. That's why I'm switching my business phone to a Pixel Fold and keeping my personal phone as an Android.
Yeah, I was looking at one of my guys. He. I know. Let me try to find that. Okay, just let me know. Just give me a thumbs up when you're ready to bring it up. Okay, there you go. Yeah, but one of my guys, he has the forget something 7. So it's a flip, but it's the one. It's not the fold, but the flip. And he was saying he liked that one better because he said the fold, it's like having 2 phones in your pocket.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pre-ordered both. Well, I got the Pixel XL Pro and the Pixel Pro, the fold. I'll see when I get to this, when I get them, and then whichever one I like. I'm definitely going to use a Pixel though for my business phone. Like that's hands down. That's gotta happen.
Yeah. I have a Pixel 7 Pro.
Oh, they fire.
Yeah. I mean, like I like the intelligence of it. I mean, and then Apple, it works seamlessly when you're trying to AirDrop and just keeping everything organized. So I like them both, but I guess we can go ahead and get started. You ready, Bash?
Her camera works. She just muted.
Yeah. Well, tonight, man, we're going to be talking about.
Yeah, she is.
Is she ready?
Sorry.
No, you're all good. Hit that like button also, and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Our apologies. You know, we had to troubleshoot technology. I'm glad you guys are coming in. I don't know what we're looking at with the likes, but hit the like button. That's all I'm asking. We could talk about parents outraged over BBL teachers, handsome privilege, and should Anthony Edwards pay Ayesha Howard? So we got a little topic with that, man. That's still buzzing around the news. So we're going to go ahead and get started, man. Teachers and BBL. Here's the context. One of the contexts. I'm going to play it right now. Then we'll go ahead and get some responses. Here we go.
That video of the teacher in the white shirt and tight skirt. Now, let me say this first. I don't ever expect a Black woman to leave her body at home. But here's the issue. When you're working in a school full of impressionable teenagers, you got to take a step back and really think about the impression you're making. I saw somebody put her side by side with a white teacher in a similar outfit. But the difference? The white teacher had on a pencil skirt, tailored but not skin tight, and the fabric wasn't clinging to everything. Meanwhile, sis had on a bright, tight skirt where you could see everything, cellulite and all. And listen, school is where kids spend most of their time. For a lot of them, that's where they have their first crush, whether it's a teacher, a principal, or somebody's mama. These kids' hormones are already through the roof. So imagine walking into class and your teacher is dressed like she's headed to the club. You don't think that's inappropriate? We can't control how kids feel at that age, but we can control how we show up in front of them. Once they're grown, that's different. But in that environment, you set the tone. And I have to ask, who are you trying to impress? Because these kids are there for education, not a fashion show.
Miss Williams.
Baby girl, you're a loser. I used to date a loser ass like this. She was a teacher. She was a math teacher. I thought her being a math teacher was going to be good for the relationship because people who like math typically tend to be logical. But she used to dress like this at school, around high schoolers. What kind of a loser ass grown up? You out here showing all of your curves in front of a bunch of horny little boys. You're a loser. Borderline predator. You know what these children think about. You know exactly what these little boys think about you. You know how these little girls think. And you want these children to admire you all day? You're a f***ing loser. And to my ex who's a teacher, I want you to hear me loud and clear. You're a f***ing loser. Why are your clothes so tight when you work with children? You work with horny teenagers all day, every day. I'm covered up. I'm wearing a long skirt. Girl, that shit is as tight as legs.
I'm a teacher by day and a baddie at night. And I could tell you some of these outfits that some of these teachers are wearing in these schools, they're giving straight PDF vibes. Especially if they're teaching middle school and high school, they know what they're doing. I'm a teacher who has a big butt and big hips. And sometimes my butt and my hips, they do poke out. But it's not extreme. It's not giving, look at me. Some people are being willfully ignorant. Teach the younger babies, and even I'm very cognizant of what I wear because at the end of the day, I still want to be a positive role model to my little girls. I still want them to see that you can be beautiful and classy as well. Some of these teachers, they are trying to entice these children. They're trying to entice the children and the staff. If it literally looks like someone painted your outfit on, you're probably dressed inappropriate.
Let's go ahead and talk about it, man. How are we feeling about teachers dressing with skin tight clothing? Is everybody overreacting? Or do you think there's a criteria that teachers must fall in when it comes to how they dress?
I definitely feel like there's a criteria that should fall in there. There's just, especially depending on what age group you're teaching, you just, there shouldn't have to be a dress code, but like there should be a dress code because people are abusing stuff, clearly.
If there's administrators in that school, and if ain't nobody sent that lady home because of what she had on, it's obviously it's obviously well within reason. But I mean, they say they want fathers to be more active in school. Shit, that's how you do it.
Okay, but we're okay.
I mean,
that's my
thing. I guarantee you, whatever parent teacher conference she gets scheduled, they are okay coming on the weekend. Like, which I mean, let's be real. And then on the other side, though, it's probably, I think the majority of people that have a problem with this are women who don't look like her.
I look also like problem with that. No,
so because if you look in the comments, again, these profile pictures and profiles don't lie. If you look in the comments of everybody on this lady's neck, they are not cut from the same cloth that teacher was.
She not cut from no particular cloth. She got a BBL.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Elementary school or high school is weird.
As a grown ass heterosexual male, that does feel a bit improper for it to be at school, especially I would say at any grade level. I could see maybe college you can get away with it, but high school, middle school, that definitely seems a bit out of the norm.
College professors be dressing like bums, though.
I guess I just kind of feel
screaming. Will, you just choosing all the violence today?
My bad.
I'm just trying to figure out why the Vegas had to tell us about his heterosexual man shit. What was the purpose for that?
I'm just saying, it looked good. It looked good to look at for sure, But
there's nothing wrong with that. That is what it is. But look, I don't. Yeah, you trying to police her dressing. I mean, I don't think that's going to go well unless you ready for a lawsuit and a grievance from the teachers union. If that's not the rules and that's not the regulations of the teachers and how they dress, you just sending them home ain't gonna go over well with you guys. That's not gonna go well until you implement rules and regulations. You have to before you send that woman home, or else you're gonna get a lawsuit.
I bet you them kids is on time to her class and they turn their homework in. I bet you they not leaving early. I bet you she probably has she has a class with the fewest behavioral issues possible because ain't nobody trying to get kicked out of her class. And she a math teacher, so she be erasing on the board a lot. You know what happens when you erase the board? Like
no, they probably don't use chalkboards like we use the marker dry erase marker. They don't use that no more.
Whatever they're using, I just know that if my son's teacher look like that, I'm only sending his mom in there to go talk. I'm not going to that school ever.
That's my question. If you guys were single men who worked in there, like who worked in that school with her, like how is that going to go for y'all?
She not dating us. We teachers too.
That's hard to do your job though, especially if she.
Most of them teachers are fucking on each other anyway. Most of them teachers are fucking on each other. That's nothing new.
But teachers definitely try to fuck up though. Like them
teachers are fucking on each other. PE teachers probably knock about 2 or 3 of them down right now.
The high school football coaches for sure. I definitely give you that. Football coaches be running through some shit.
And that's on all levels. That's not just high school. I mean, elementary teachers be fucking on each other. They be fucking on the middle school. Middle school teachers fuck on the high school. Yeah, they fucking on each other.
Ew.
My elementary teacher, she was fucking a drug dealer. And he was always giving us pizza parties and shit.
I have a question.
Oh shit.
What's the equivalent to a man doing it? Because I have a problem with a man walking around with a dick print showing.
Yeah, because that's weird though.
It's blatant.
Oh no! Because it's weird for her ass to just be. No, it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
But
you can hide your dick. You can tuck your dick in your waistband.
And she can wear a looser skirt. I'm not trying to hear none of that.
Of course, the point is,
but Bash, it's a double standard though. We all know it's a double standard in that situation. But it's a double standard. No, it shouldn't be, but it is.
it's a different
If
standard,
doing
and
too
it
much,
should
they should
be.
be able to send
Let's
you
put
home
the one
too.
mic, y'all. One mic.
It should be a different standard. Like there should definitely be a different standard. A dude wearing fitted pants, and if his dick is hanging down, you need to tuck that motherfucker around his waist so people not looking at it. She doesn't have the option to do that wearing a fitted item. So unless we're going to say that neither men or women can wear fitted clothes, then there's a issue. But you're not going to do that.
So that should be the rule that
Yeah.
it's implemented before they say something to her. Otherwise, they probably are looking at a good lawsuit.
Exactly.
But remember, I don't have an issue with what she had on. I know that my son would be he would be as engaged in class as I would hope he would be. And for damn the reason, I would want him to focus. And I guarantee you he's not taking his eyes off that lady's the teacher. So
yeah, but he ain't focused. He ain't gonna be focused.
That's fine.
He ain't looking at the goddamn board. He ain't paying.
Hey, you know how you gain.
He gonna have perfect attendance. That's what he gonna have. Perfect attendance.
Smart kid. Get the highest scores on tests. Like
he's not gonna be able to do it.
Competing.
You know why? Because he's steadily looking at her goddamn ass. He ain't focused on the damn thing she say. He ain't looking at her goddamn mouth. He ain't looking at the board. He looking at that ass.
How many dads up here would be mad if they found out their son was looking at their teacher's ass in 2025? When we got to worry about, our sons being shown that, hey, if you decide you want to suck a little dick, that's cool. Like, so I don't think that the majority of us would have an issue finding out that our son was looking at his teacher's ass. Or,
can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we agree.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh, they said, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. So I think, first and foremost, I think she's a beautiful young lady, beautiful body, beautiful all over, right? I think the first guy that called her a loser, I think he had some type of pain or trauma. He got hurt. I was getting a little bit of what he's saying, but his trauma overclouded his point. Now, the lady at the end, not her, the other lady at the end, I 1,000% yes, I 1,000% agree with her. Unfortunately, it's some things you just can't cover, what I say with our color, right? They're shapely and things like that. But wearing skin tight, I can see, I didn't see nothing wrong with it, to be personal. I didn't see nothing wrong with what she had on in there. I seen the skirt was just a little bit too short, but I really didn't see nothing wrong because these kids see stuff all day, every day. When you walk outside, you're going to see something. You could cut on your phone, you see something. You see what I'm saying? But I understand the difference between, dressing like you went to a club and business casual. But I really didn't see nothing wrong with what she had on. I ain't going to hold you.
Which of the ladies up here would wear that to the club?
I don't go to the club, but if I did, I'll
I don't justifying that by saying, "Oh, they're gonna see worse outside" is crazy as hell.
Hold on, who's talking? I just want to make sure.
This Viz.
That's heterosexual Viz.
So I wasn't justifying it.
No,
I wasn't justifying it. It was just an opinion. I wasn't justifying it. But what I'm saying is, I say it's a difference between dress to the club and business casual. So I get what you're saying. I'm personally saying I didn't really see nothing wrong with she had on.
For school, for 10, 11-year-olds.
Well, let me
wait, is that who she taught? 10 or 11 year old?
Can you put it back up? Because I didn't really, from what I seen, I didn't really see nothing.
No, I thought they said high school.
Yeah, it's a high school.
Oh, that's that's damn near worse if it's high school.
How?
Yeah, it's worse. It's worse if it's high school too.
What you mean how, bro? That's way worse if it's high school. I would almost be okay with it if it was like middle school or elementary school.
So,
but high
if she
school,
was a kindergarten teacher, you'd be cool with it?
Kindergarten, I'll for sure be cool. Like kindergarten, that'll be cool. But you in high school, you got the strap on heels, the strap up heels. Like, no, man, even wearing heels to heels like that with your toes out. Yeah. You got the white toes.
But that's something that you're attracted to. These kids ain't thinking about that.
No, man, get the fuck. You just tried to justify it by saying that these kids see.
But ain't nobody
Denise, you don't have a.
You just said.
Look at them strap-on shoes. No kid is doing that. They're looking at that booty.
You just said that kids are seeing damn near worse outside.
That's true.
So what if she put pumps on, Shanice?
Huh?
What if she put pumps on? 6-inch
What if
pumps.
she put pumps on?
6-inch pumps, see-through,
I mean,
clear, transparent.
So are we comparing pumps to a sexual thing?
No, I'm just saying, what if she put them on? 6-inch pumps.
I mean, what's wrong with that? Why are we making pumps a sexual item? It's shoes.
Maybe because they're primarily worn by strippers.
Shit. We know what that means.
What pumps are originally for. That's not what pumps were made for, though.
Well, OnlyFans wasn't made for strippers either.
Eyelashes weren't made. If we talk about things, what they were made for, then like.
I'm curious about these 6-inch pump. What was they made for? Come on,
what eyelashes was made for? So we can't make that argument because it doesn't apply to everything.
Ozempic wasn't made for weight loss.
What they got to do with anything? I think
OnlyFans wasn't made for porn stars.
Are you trying to be funny or are you trying to prove?
OnlyFans wasn't made for porn stars. No, I'm packing you up.
Wow.
OnlyFans wasn't made for porn stars.
No, baby, you can never pack me up.
You can't back up right now.
How about you on your camera?
Hey, JR, you need a round one.
You got on today, Bookie.
I'm watching you up. You get washed up.
No, you can never.
I'm gonna wash you up.
You can never wash me up.
Yeah, you can wash up right now.
Wash me up, baby. You can never wash
Jesus
me up.
Christ.
You clean to me.
You can never wash me up.
All right, let's go ahead and get Jasmine. All right, hold on, Shanice.
You can try.
Shanice.
What's the subject?
Okay.
Stick to the topic.
Okay, let's go ahead and
Hold
get.
yourself.
Ding, ding, ding.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let's go ahead and get Jasmine, Miss Pearl, and True.
You know better. I don't know
in the
what
mix.
That's why you ain't got no man.
Baby, I ain't never got no makeup.
Hey, y'all.
Yes, I ain't never got no
Y'all
makeup.
being disrespectful. I'm trying to get to Jasmine. Shanice.
You said Shanice, he jabbed at me first.
Zip it. Go ahead, Jasmine.
No, this is pure comedy. I love it. But she's
God damn.
But as far as the outfit goes, yeah, I mean it's hard to find skirts that's not like form fitting in a lot of these days, but so a lot of stuff you have to get custom made, especially if you have like a BBL body. So if you're going to be in the education space or church space, I see that a lot in church and it kind of like rubs me the wrong way and stuff. So I'll just be like, kind of put on something a little thicker material if it is going to be fitting, or, like don't do the Shein skirt. Make sure it's like that kind of that like khaki material or something, or denim material. Like it's all about the fabric really, because that's just not the best fabric, because like I said, it's going to show off the cellulite and stuff, and there's nothing wrong with having cellulite. There's nothing wrong with having a big booty. You just gotta know your audience, and it kind of should make you a little uncomfortable when you're around certain things. Like me personally, I don't want to show all the figure when I'm around like my grandparents or like my nephews and stuff like that, because I don't want them, like they're gonna see it, like walk about it and, oh my god, like what, it's just in my face. So it's like I don't want to make it so noticeable, so you just want to kind of tone it down a little bit depending on where you're going. But then when you step outside and it's just you and you're not on the clock, do whatever you want to do. But it's the heels for me. I feel like that's making it worse. Like the open toe, super strappy, like that is not for the school at all. Like why? I don't even know why that was an option. She can barely walk. She looked like she leaning in them anyway. So it's like she might as well just take those off. Those are really cute, but not for school.
For the body type that lady got, she's gonna have to dress like the Handmaid's Tale to all that.
She don't. There's really cute ways to still like give figure but not give too much. Like you can give small waist but not all of this and all of that. Like it's just about styling and proportion. But I'm a designer, so that's probably where I'm getting that from.
Okay, shout out to the designer. Go ahead, Miss Pearl.
So speaking from someone who is a teacher, I've been teaching for 20 years. Let me just because I'm fine. Like I don't gotta do all that. Here's the point. The point is we didn't all had thick teachers before. We didn't all had teachers. Yeah, it's straight like that. Like stop. We didn't all had teachers. For real. Because the face fit the body and everything else. I'm definitely finna talk shit. But for real, we've all had teachers that's been thick and had fat ass and all that, whatever you want to say it. But they've never dressed the way that we've been seeing people dress now. It's like with this explosion of social media, everybody want to be the new baddest teacher. Everybody want to be the stylist, the most flyest. And there's nothing wrong with looking good. Like, no, she can't tone down her booty. But we as women all on social media, we know, and whether you're on social media or not, we as women know about fabric. We know about things that could cover us better than other things. We know when we are being intentionally salacious. We know when we are enticing. You know when you're wearing something that's super tight, that's hugging your ass, and that's going to give you unnecessary attention. Like, she could have picked a different style of outfit. It's just that simple. Her shoes, inappropriate. Nobody said she couldn't wear heels. It's the look that she chose to go for. It's just super tight and hip hugging. Like, it's you. Okay, so we all know, like, Shanice, like, you find this here, right? You thick, but it's like certain clothes that you wear that are going to emphasize, right? And then there are other times where you may want to like cover it up a little bit. Can you tone down your breasts and your booty and your thighs? No, but there are other things that make it more complimentary than just like showing off what you got. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that we got a problem with her looking good. It's like she's in a school where minds are impressionable, and that's the outfit that you chose to wear. It's like, I just want you to look at me like, hey, it's not a fashion show. Like, gotta have some professionalism. So that's my take on it. I just feel like the outfit and her style of choice was inappropriate. Period. Nothing about her body. It's just the fabric and the tightness of it. That's not working for me.
All right, go ahead, True.
Yeah, I respect everybody's opinion. Me personally, I just think that we're being a little bit too sensitive. If you look at the lady's outfit, JR, you put it up several times. Her knees are covered. She got a long sleeve shirt on. You know, this policing of her outfit, honestly, I don't typically see teachers that look like this. The fact that, in my opinion, she is representing some level of care to just her putting herself together. The fact that she's curvy is the reason why I think people are like a little bit bent out of shape. But there's nothing wrong with what she has on. Her knees are covered. You can't see her breasts. She got shirt down to her wrist. I don't really see the issue, honestly. I wouldn't get this lady a second or third look and feel like her outfit was inappropriate. We were talking lacy. We were talking maybe a certain color, possibly. But she looks like a young lady who takes care of herself. Her hair's done, or the hair she bought is done. I don't get it, me personally.
Truth, you know what it is. She got that new install. She ready. She ready for school.
I think we're being too sensitive. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it.
If that's the first day back at school, I would say that she's probably one of them teachers that probably like lay her clothes out the night before the way we used to when we was kids, and like sleep next to it in the bed. She may have did that, but I can't necessarily. I'm not gonna say sure. Outfit crazy. She got she got a pencil skirt on and a white blouse and a hair helmet. So everything covered, neck covered, skin covered.
I'm not trying to hear none of that bullshit.
But let's be honest, we don't have old teachers no more. Back in the day, we had older teachers. They are hiring younger teachers. So we're not expecting them to look like teachers that we had when we was going to school. But we do expect a little bit, some of a business casual. I can give that. That I can give.
I'll say it like this, Shanice. Your top would be more provocative, in my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah, because it's in the front.
But I'm just saying, nothing about what that young lady had on was any of that. If outside the fact she's curvy, like I just don't get it. But I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, True. I mean, what she's wearing is professional. Essentially, it is definitely the main thing is definitely her body shape. But due to that being extremely provocative, especially to Shanice's point, that young boys can see this, they see it normally, right? We can open up YouTube, Instagram, whatever, and see a million women that look just like that's doing it for attention. So
look at all the realtors.
I get what you're saying, but it's still definitely distractive for that to be in high school in the way that she's presenting it. So I think that I agree with what you're saying, but I think that it's still it's setting up young boys to be in positions that may compromise and escalate something that may happen. So who knows if some young boy might try to touch her butt because she, you know what I'm saying, because she's wearing this outfit. Or who knows, we're seeing a rise of teachers having relations with young boys in school. So these are all situations that could potentially happen. She looks young as well. So who knows? She might be, you know what I'm saying? She might be attracted to one of them. One of these little niggas might be like real dope daddy and be ready to trick off. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many different situations that could arise that could be avoided. Look, yeah, come on, man.
Hey, wait, hold on. I'm heterosexual Viz. Did you just say that the way that she is dressed might make a boy touch her booty? So
absolutely, bro. Come
on,
man. Don't do that.
So you got to apply that logic to when women are out here with their ass and titties out, and that's why they're getting touched on, catcalled, and assaulted. Like that logic doesn't hold up.
Yeah, I agree.
So you're saying that that's not true?
Make anybody do anything.
Wait. So you're saying when women dress in that manner that doesn't happen?
I didn't say anything that sounded like that, Viz. What I said was,
what are you saying?
It didn't happen. I said that we can't blame what men do to women based on how they dress.
Agreed, but
that's fair. But what I'm saying is that in most cases when that does happen, it incites it. I personally saw it first. I saw it firsthand from me working at clubs. When women would come in and they're dressed provocative, they're wearing these lace outfits, they're wearing these little skirts, whatever the case may be. In most cases, men are targeting them. They're going to them as prey because they're presenting themselves in a way that these men think that, oh, maybe she's easy. Maybe she's presenting herself that she's ready for to be touched like that. So we have to be realistic in a world where this is actually happening.
But the club is
hold on. I want to say something because, like, I completely disagree with True. Right? Completely disagree with True's take here. Like, okay, I get it. She's technically not doing anything outside of the rules. Everything is covered, but we know damn well she want attention. She dressing like she want attention. We know how women. I want to ask you a question out of the men who are here, right? Are y'all generally attracted to women who dress for attention?
Yes. I mean, if they look good, he didn't say you were dating.
I'm sorry, not attracted. I'm sorry. Do you generally have a lot of respect for women who dress for attention?
The answer is definitely no.
No. If it's provocative attention, no.
Okay, so how do we expect different from the boys in her classroom? If I know that I look at this woman and I'm like, I don't have respect for this woman because she's dressing for attention. It's the same thing about men who lead with their money. Men who lead with their money for attention, women don't respect them. And I get it. They corny. We consider them to be corny. This nigga dropping his money trying to pick it up and like want me to notice it. You're corny. I get it. And I know what women gonna do. They're gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna use you for your money, but you're corny. I'm not gonna like you. So it's this. I think we should expect the same from our sons. Why would I want my son to have a teacher that he don't respect? These little boys, especially if she in high school, all them little boys ain't lames. Them little boys probably fucking and all that already. Like they looking at her like I want a piece of her too.
Like, I think that we'd have to be willing to accept the assertion that boys in high school think the way that we do as grown men, and I think that's just categorically untrue.
It's not true. Thank you.
Those 15, 16-year-old boys are not thinking less of her because she got her ass out.
They thinking they want to fuck.
That doesn't mean they think less of her. Like, actually, they would think more of her because typically you don't want to fuck your teachers. They're old and funny looking. They got one that's not.
Listen, if the boys in high school are not the same boys that we grew up with. They much more mature. They listen to all of our conversations.
I got kids in high school. Trust me, I know.
Okay, they listening to our conversations. They're adopting our mindset much earlier than it took when we were younger. That's just one particular angle that I would take with this. One of the things I have wrong with it.
And they're overly exposed to a hypersexual world. So that
I appreciate the passion that some of the fellas is giving, but I do think that you guys are giving the young boys too much credit. Just like Willie said, a lot of young boys, even current day, with all the access they have to the visuals, they still corny and goofy and underdeveloped when it comes to dealing with the female population. So regardless if you put a woman like her in front of them, 13, 14, I don't care if you even getting some, you're not developed like a man. It takes time to mature to the levels that we are. I think personally, we're just giving it too much. That lady doesn't seem like she's doing anything wrong. What we should be judging her on is how she's going about educating the kids and if it's a safe environment. But the fact that she got on an outfit, we're bent out of shape because she got style, it's very strange. And like I think someone said, what is the male equivalent? Like if a guy came in, to Real Dope's point, if he came in with a 3-piece suit with a Rolex and what, will we have a problem with that? I don't know. So it's weird. I just never seen it.
I don't like teachers trying to be too cute, right? I totally understand the idea of coming and looking professional, looking clean. You know, you want to look nice. However, I don't want a teacher to look like you want attention. I don't want, like, even if it was a man, I'm like, oh, you want all these little female teachers in this building to be on your dick. Like, I don't respect neither. I don't respect either of it. You know, I don't respect people who dress for you.
Well,
I think that
I do
this
have some
could've-
experience. I do have some experience. I did work in the school for a couple of years, and the teacher may not necessarily be dressing for the kids, but to be dressing for the staff.
That too.
Like, you'll be surprised how women choose, married and all, when it comes to working into the school environment. And I was pretty young. I was in my 20s, and the women from the first floor, second floor, third floor, assistant principals, they are choosing. And the elder men are getting upset. The elder men would dress up and they getting mad, trying to figure out what I got going on because they're older than me and they've been in the game longer. But no women. I'm talking about putting like McGriddles inside your desk. So when you come in, you know, coming by, finding every chance they can get to walk the hall, peek in. Hey, I put a sandwich in your drawer.
So is that why the kids are dumb? Because ain't nobody educate them? Is that what you're saying,
I'm just trying to tell y'all what's going on in school. It goes down in the school.
The old heads looking at JR like, man, this young buck got on this Anson belt. Where you get this belt from? Hey, but no, I think all of this could have been avoided if she didn't wear, and ladies, correct me if I'm wrong, with that, I'm assuming that dress will be considered like a maxi dress or something like that, right? If she just wore a regular loose dress, I don't think that it would have been that big of an issue. It would have been overlooked.
Yeah,
but
put a sundress on.
I mean, the sundress would damn near even be sticky
but they still
too.
classy though.
It's loose though.
We look at women differently in sundresses though.
First of all, we look at women in sundresses with asses like that the same way we look at women in skirts with asses like that.
No, we don't.
Shit, if we don't.
Sundress season is a thing, bro.
Sundress. It's called sundress season for a reason.
No, we're physically going to look at them, but we will not view them in the same light. A sundress is not like wearing a tight "I want attention" skirt. It's different.
But that ass is still assing and jiggling in a sundress,
and we're going to appreciate it.
I agree with Miss Pearl too. I think you said something about women know when they're being enticing. Women know when things are too tight. Women. I mean, personally, I used to be a banker. That's something I would not wear to my banking job because I feel like it's unprofessional and I would be attracting too much attention. And when you attract too much attention, it takes away from the job that you're supposed to be doing. Period.
Maybe she has a student who has an athlete that's a daddy, so she's just playing a long game.
Oh my!
Either way, she's not focused on what she's supposed to be focused on.
Hey man, let me run this clip real quick, y'all.
This is crazy.
Just keep it real and admit that some teachers enjoy attention from students. And I know it sounds weird to say out loud, but we just have to acknowledge it. And I think once we start acknowledging it, calling it out, and doing something about it, we will all be better for it. I'm a teacher. I've been a teacher for a long time, almost 10 years. Actually, my first job was with like postgraduate, like kids who had graduated from high school. And then I started teaching middle school. And one thing that I noticed really quick was when I would wear fitted clothing, kids noticed. They noticed. I remember one year, kids accused me all year of having a BBL. After that year, I decided, you know what? I'm not wearing tight clothes to school anymore because that's not the kind of attention that I want at school. But there's a time and a place for everything, right? Like wearing those tight clothes, those tight skirts, low cut clothes, not for school. The big part of being a teacher is just modeling how to navigate the world, modeling how to dress appropriately. I've seen some very disturbing outfits on TikTok, and I honestly hope that it's fake, that it's made up. You know, one teacher was wearing a skirt, very fitted skirt, and it's just like, and heels at school. I love heels. But if you go back and look at my page, all my teacher outfits, mostly my pants are oversized. My shirts can be oversized a lot. There's definitely no low cut happening. I button all the way up to here. I might have one button unbuttoned because I don't even want to bend over, and have anybody see anything, because that's not why I'm at school. I'm not at school for that type of attention. We need to start calling people out, giving consequences, and letting them know there's a time and a place for that kind of stuff. And it's not at school.
I know y'all saw that post. That teacher that walked in with a bodycon skirt and a white shirt. Now, before y'all say anything, before y'all go in, no, I do not expect a black woman to leave her body at home. That girl cannot help the fact that she's curvaceous and she got it like that. I am not mad at that. The problem is when you are working in a school full of impressionable teenagers, you have to take a back seat and consider what type of impression you're making on these kids. Now, I also saw a post that somebody made of putting side to side. It was a white woman in a very similar outfit next to her. Now, so the difference was there was a white woman in a white shirt tucked in with a pencil skirt. The pencil skirt was not form-fitting. While it was definitely fitting to her body, it was not form-fitting. And also the fabric was completely different. This woman is wearing a skin tight skirt, not even dark colored, bright in color, and you can see all the cellulite possible in that ass. Again, I'm not saying that she gotta leave her body at home. She's beautiful, she's gorgeous, she got it like that. I'm not mad at it. Kids spend majority of their time at school. And all of us know a lot of these kids get their first crushes at school. Whether it be a teacher, a principal, somebody's mama, these kids' hormones are skyrocketing at that age. To know that I can come to school and see my teacher in a tight form-fitting skirt, you don't think that's inappropriate? And we can always say, well, we can't help how these kids feel. At that age, we can. At that age, we have some sort of control as to how we dress and present ourselves in a school setting. Once we become 18, we can't control that. But when we are in their presence at that age, we can control how we dress, and we can also control the environment as best as possible. And furthermore, who are you trying to impress? These kids? You're trying to impress these kids? The purpose of these kids going to school is not to see you in a form-fitting outfit. These kids are there for education and education only. The only time anybody should be dressing like that is if they're selling something. And I mean real estate. And if you're so inclined to dress like that at work, what would have made that entire outfit so much more acceptable is to wear a cardigan. A long cardigan. And let that be it. But honestly, I hate to say it, but you gotta watch out for these type of teachers. You gotta watch out, because these are the ones that would have these boys looking at them up and down and act like they're not going to work for that exact reason, and then want to hide their hand and say, oh, it wasn't me. It's not my fault that this kid has a crush on me. It's not my fault they're looking at me up and down. It absolutely is. And you deserve just as much prison time as the next person.
I'm with all that.
Prison time is wild.
I mean, look, we act like we worry about what these wearing them at schools. You probably should be wearing it to any workplace, unless you a goddamn stripper.
Exactly.
No, I think a stripper should be less clothes at work, personally.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about walking in.
I think you half-ass naked when you walk through the door.
Okay, well, shout out to the new age strippers. I don't know nothing about that. But as far as the situation now, man, I think Jasmine said she sees it in church. Some of the ladies are wearing these outfits in church and all that good stuff. Hey, man, I don't know what to tell you, man. I know some of these heifers
God damn,
you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Yeah, you funny. But we expect girls at church to dress like that because we know the majority of women in church are dick-eating demons anyway. So, like, that's...
God damn.
Like,
God damn.
School teachers, I wouldn't expect to dress like that. But the majority of kids is not going to school to get educated. They're going to school to eat. Like, that's another thing that I think that we miss here. So let's not pretend like I'm saying this shit is uncommon. Like, the lady built like that, she dressed like that. That's cool. Like, we can't do shit about it. But I just don't understand why we're so upset about it. Like, or like why we have such a passionate response to it. Because again, I guarantee none of us will go complain to the school board if our son was in her class.
I would.
It sounds good. I don't believe it. I don't believe that any normal man will go talk to go be like, hey, you know what? I want to go to a school parent teacher conference or a PTA meeting and talk about this one teacher's one outfit.
I'll complain about it. I mean, I report. Yeah, I speak. You know, get my piece on it. I don't like it. And I'm one of them men who believe that if there's a such thing as having respect for women, there's a such thing as having respect for men. I believe that when men are around, like if a man comes inside of your house, your daughter and your wife go put some clothes on, right? I'm one of them people.
Yeah.
Like, I believe that you should have respect when you are around men. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see my homie girlfriend ass in her short shorts or whatever. I don't want to see that. Like, I would like people to have respect for me also. So when women dress like that in places like this, especially as a man who worked there, I know I'm upset. I'm upset. I feel some type of way. Especially if I'm single and I'm on some bullshit, I'm gonna go get that. I'm gonna go get her. Like, but if I'm in a relationship, I'm not comfortable.
Nah, shit. See, there you go, Dope. You fucked up now. You know what you did. You fucked up.
If I'm single, I'm going to go get that.
No, it shouldn't matter though. You should see now. If you got a standard, you got to have a standard. Whether you single or you married or you newly divorced, you can't all of a sudden. I accept her dressing like that as long as I'm single. But since I'm in a relationship, I want to protect my eyes and my soul and my spirit and my mental. Go put some clothes on, woman, because I don't want to be tempted by your luscious, beautiful body. That's some bullshit, Dope. Come on, brother.
Hank, no. That's like saying, you saying that. That's like saying I can't fuck hoes and I can't wife a wife. That's what you're basically saying right here. Oh, you can't have different standards. You can't want this and that. No, I can fuck hoes and I can wife a wife when I want a wife.
No, what he's saying is that other people shouldn't be like what you hold other people to shouldn't be based on your current situation, and your standards should be the same throughout. And you compared your homeboy's girl being at home in her own home, with her ass out.
I didn't compare it.
Yes, you
I was
did.
giving an example.
That's exactly in your example. You compared the two. And you're saying that because your girl, you comparing your girl to a high school, your homeboy's girl to a high school teacher. That's where that comparison falls flat because it's different. That's teachers not. That's a respect thing for her man. We're not. If we were talking about this teacher's man, then that conversation would make sense.
I said having respect for men in general.
Wears at her house. I mean, at the house they live in, nigga, you a guest. So of course, out of respect for her man, she should go put some clothes on. Technically, I think she should go put herself up, like go upstairs and go somewhere else instead of trying to sit around us talking and shit. But that's not the same as a school teacher when having her ass out.
So yeah, I articulated an example of how I felt like women should have respect for men, right? And I gave an example. I gave one example of if I walked inside of a home and my homie wife or his daughter are in there, they should put some clothes on for several reasons. But I think one of them is having respect for men around you. I believe that just like men should have respect for women, right? We don't say men you should have respect for everybody. No, we say like you don't respect women. Why don't you respect women? Because respecting women means something different than respecting everybody. Women get a nice, pretty little set of respect that's different from everybody else's, and I think that men should have their own too. I think we traditionally have had our own, but we've lost it. Women lost respect for men. I think that
But
putting
real,
some clothes on when you got short shorts on around a grown ass man or your uncle, he don't want to see that the same way that you should want to respect yourself. Also, I don't want to see that shit.
But I think
That's
you're
not
okay,
the
minimal.
same
real,
thing as
real
a school
dope. I
teacher.
understand that. But then what did you say? If I'm single, well, she can wear that and that's okay. That's what I'm talking about. So now you talking out of both sides of your
I never
neck.
said that. I said if I'm single, I'm gonna go
You
get
did
that.
say that.
I never said it's also okay that she can wear that. I don't think I changed my perspective. I never said that. I said if I'm single, I'm gonna go
No,
get it, and I'm gonna think she a hoe.
that's what I'm talking about.
I don't know how it
That's not.
correlates.
And
So
I'm gonna think it's gonna be
now
fast.
you.
It's
Okay,
gonna be
man. Now
easy
you
work.
talking out both sides of your neck, though,
Easy work
dog.
too.
All
Yeah,
right,
I
man.
think it minimizes men. I don't think what a woman decides to wear really has anything to do with respect for us personally. I think that's a one-on-one type of situation. Like if it's a woman in a relationship, that man should be going ahead and informing her how he wants her to represent him. But her outfit choice should have nothing to do with what you feel in your body that you got to now go shoot your shot or grab a chick off the street or whatever. It makes no sense to me. You're telling me that you're incapable of walking around, being around beautiful women in whatever outfit they have on.
Never said that.
Well, that's how I'm interpreting it. I'll say it that way then, because women should be able to walk around however they want, in my honest opinion, and it shouldn't move you, especially if you're a man that constantly gets women. It's kind of like it's Wednesday. It's nothing different, in my opinion.
If men see a woman and they determine that she wants attention, a lot of men are going to give them that attention they're looking for. That's what I'm saying, right? That don't mean that I don't think that you should be touching women who don't want to be touched. I never said that. But if a lot of women, I'm looking at that woman, and as a man, right, I wholeheartly think she easy, not easy. I think if I was single and I wanted that, I think that would be easy work. She want attention. I'm gonna give it to her. This is how men think.
I think we need to do better as men.
And no. And we're right. We're not wrong. I'm not wrong. I know when a woman wants attention. I done been with a lot of women, and I'm pretty sure you have. I know who wants attention.
Really?
We all
know who want attention.
I'm not removing that, but I mean, we got a whole social media like conglomerate that says that women want attention. We got that.
Real dope. I thought you said if that teacher was in your child's school, you gonna say, hey, you need to do better. You say you're gonna be a man of your word and go tell her, go put some clothes on.
I told you all that.
And now you talking about you gonna knock her down because she look like easy work.
And who told y'all we want attention? We want some money.
Oh no, y'all want attention.
God damn.
Period.
They definitely want both because you only get money if you get the attention first.
They don't need the money from everybody.
You know, I get way more attention from women than men, so I don't really.
Yeah, because all of y'all 2/3 gay until it's time to eat some pussy.
God damn.
Will.
That's some nasty work.
I like the Will without the glasses better. You just choose it today. You owe what today.
With the lady in her outfit, though, y'all, I really feel like nothing. If you're here for a job, no matter what job it is that you're doing, whatever else should not interfere with the job. And forgive me, but like that outfit's going to interfere with her job. This just is. It's too much.
You know what? You're right. It is definitely probably a little more difficult to memorize the Pythagorean theorem with an ass shaking in front of my face.
It's too much, and that's all I'm saying. That's in every setting.
That I can give you.
Interfere with your job.
Like A squared plus B squared equals that ass. Like I understand like how a distraction that can be. Like, but again, it's on the kids to focus. Like, you know what I'm saying? Life ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta be given trials and tribulations to overcoming. It's
your one trial and tribulation should not be held in math class because your teacher got an ass bigger than the world. Like that's insane.
Her ass ain't even that big for real. Like
I was about to say,
which is why she could have definitely found.
Okay. All right. All right. We're gonna go ahead and transition, man, to the next one. Let me just check with Miss Pearl and Jasmine. Y'all want to add anything before we move on? Y'all good? Okay. Let's get to these super chats and then we'll go to the next topic. Prophecy to save $5. JI, have you ever thought about using Discord just for you and the panelists? It's easy to make and the video quality is really good and the app is easy. I'll look into it. There, Prophecy. Thank you. HD 499 says salute. Prophecy again, $5. Definitely look into Discord. There are a lot of videos out there that makes things like this super simple.
Construction Icon 199 says rocking 3/4 of cloth, never showing your stuff off. Construct Again 199, much love to the Lapeef Network from Construction. Again, he's the guy that produced these wood signs, when you see right behind me. So make sure y'all go to his Instagram. Check him out. Tell him I sent you. Esoteric Nightmares. NZ, $5. I said that wrong. Oh, okay. If Shanice was a teacher, what could she possibly do to cover up them assets? AP Accountability Partner, $2. Also, member says, hey, Miss Parker, I'm 18 now. What's up? Mills, $36.79. Also, member $2 says, where was she at when I was in school? LOL. Successful MD, $2. Is she sporting a Dr. Miami special? M4, your mom, $5. A lot of these teachers are enticing these boys. These female teachers have been predators lately. Construct Icon 199. I'm so glad I was born in the late 70s. I have it. What's going on, Bruiser? $10 says them kids is beating off on a teacher in the bathroom breaks with the sink soap. Stop the effing cap. This is the era of incels, and y'all know they fapping. Prophecy the Savior, also member $5, says, so if there was a fire in that school, she would be cooked. It looked like she can't even walk. Darnell Williams, $87.83, $5. Most young boys hit puberty. At 11, I had my first wet dream thinking about my curvy, light-skinned principal, even in jeans. Her cake was all jiggles. Bruiser, $5 says, most men have sex with women in their hands before they do in person. 9 times out of 10. It's the truth. And lastly, Big Ant, $11.71, $10. If my teachers looked like that, I would have gotten an A. Yes, Lord. And True is just nasty. And Jasmine, what are snacks? Want to thank everybody that has contributed. If you haven't, just hit that like button. That is the best way to go ahead and support the show. Let's see if we can push this out to a few more people.
Bro said the sink soap, bro. He said beating their dicks with the sink soap. Like that's why you can't shake nobody's hand, because every hand you had a dick in it before. Like that's crazy.
It's nasty work. Let's go to move on to our next topic, which is handsome privilege. Here's the context, and we'll go ahead and get into it.
Not playing by the same rules. All men are not created equal. I made that video talking about D'Angelo's brother because I wanted to prove a point. A lot of times when I do stuff, it's to prove a point. I go back and forth arguing with dudes on this app all the time about handsome privilege, right? And how men are not created equal just like women are not. Men who are attractive, they do not play by the same rules as average men. They do not play by the same rules as very unattractive men, right? They get privileges that a lot of men will never get to experience. When men sit up talking about all men have to pay to play, no, they don't, right? But this is something that you will never fully understand because you've never been in the place of an extremely attractive man. So in your mind, you just can't even conceptualize that there's men who just have to exist and women just throw themselves at them. But if you don't believe it, you can go through my comment section and you can clearly see on that video how women are when a man is attractive. And this is why I continuously tell men that physical attraction, sexual attraction is the best attraction that you can get from a woman. Dangling money in front of her will only make her want to use you. And if you want to be used, that's fine. I love that for you. But if you actually want a woman who, when she see you, she just wants you strictly off the fact that she's so attracted to you, that's a different level of attraction. That's the type of attraction a man should want. You shouldn't want her to have to think about all the things that you can do for her financially in order for her to get turned on. Right? She can't get turned on to even think about you in a sexual way unless she can think about all of the money and things that you can buy her, versus she just look at you and she wants you. But again, y'all are not playing by the same rules. A lot of y'all will never get to experience that. You will never get to have women just off the strength of you looking the way you do. You will have to pay to play. You will have to be an exceptional man. You will have to be a top tier man in every aspect in order to get the same treatment that a man who is just simply attractive gets.
And I know that's hard to accept, but we women have to accept it. We're not created equal. We don't all play by the same rules. There's a hierarchy when it comes to women. You're more attractive versus you're less attractive, and the benefits the more attractive ones get, the lower ones don't. The things that more attractive women can get away with that less attractive women can't. That's just what it is.
All right, let's go ahead and get into this handsome privilege, man. Seems to be a thing. What are you guys' thoughts? I'm gonna go ahead and get to some of these quiet folks first. Jasmine, I see you nod your head like you in church.
Why you gotta come to me first? But she was cooking though, like that. I never really thought about it that way, but dang, that's true. Because I always consider myself to be like an acts of service kind of person, and maybe that was because my men were a little medium ugly, so it's like they just had to do a little more in order to get things going. So I'm like, if you go out here and mow this grass or like put some gas in my car or something like that, when you get back, I got you. So maybe that's just because like they're not overly just like, oh man, you just look so good when you walk through the door. I just want to attack you. Like, no, you got to go do some work first, and then I'm gonna want to attack. Yeah, dang, that's messed up. Yeah, she was right.
So handsome privilege is the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Viz. What you got on this handsome privilege, man?
I wouldn't even. I don't even understand why this is even a conversation. I would think that this is the obvious for men and women. Anybody that's attractive is gonna have a better chance at whatever. Even if we look at in nature, if you see a flower that's perfect, when you go to the store and you pick flowers. I don't know if anybody shop for flowers. You go to the store and pick flowers, and you see a bouquet of flowers that looks perfect or that looks good. You're going to pick those set of flowers over the set of flowers that may not look as nice. You're going to actually take your time to look through it. Even if you're into pets, you see a cat, and this one cat got a lazy eye. This motherfucker cockeyed as hell. Most people not gonna choose that cat unless they into like strays or rescues or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Even with dogs, this is just a human naturalistic thing that we go through. People are going to be more attracted or gravitate towards a person, a dog, a plant, whatever the case may be, that simply just looks nicer. So I don't even know why this is even a conversation to even be had. I get it. It's content as far as with what the young lady is showing, but I would say that's the obvious.
2 + 2 is 4. I mean, the fuck? It's not if you are handsome, it's easier for you. Like if like with a woman, if she's pretty, life is easier for her. So it is what it is.
I would even almost question would we even be having that well, we'll probably still be having that conversation, but would we even have that conversation to the extent of the teacher if she wasn't attractive?
If she was ugly, nobody would care.
Yeah, if she was pop, then it'll be like, yeah, maybe
they'd have gave her a pass for it, because like, damn, at least they got to look at her face. Okay, that's fucked up. Okay, her ass can be out now. Like, that's nobody would know. People only care when you're attractive, because when funny looking people do shit, it's never an issue, ever. It's not notable, and no one's gonna make a big, a huge ordeal. I guarantee you, there are more ugly teachers with fat asses that wear clothes like that than there are cute ones, because I don't believe there's that many attractive teachers. So.
So Jasmine, my question is it fair that you made the medium ugly men work harder? Like when is that an even exchange? Like when we say like, okay, you're not that cute, sweetie. Like you're not her. Like you belong here. Like is that you understand based on the treatment of those men that you claim have to work harder because they weren't?
Well, I don't think it's like a not fair thing just because I would say I have a preference for whatever I just like. Like, I don't think I really have a type. So I prefer like funny men and stuff like that. So most of the time I'm not really looking at like how they look. And I have noticed though that really overly handsome dudes are spoiled and entitled. And so yeah, handsome privilege is a little bit annoying because they feel like they don't have to do much. They don't have to help to do things. They won't open the door. Like they don't have a lot of chivalry. Like, I don't know. Like they're the woman in the relationship, and I don't like that. I need a man.
You gotta address that scowl on your face though. Like you did a lot of.
You should like you missed the therapy and just read all the notes you want to tell your therapist about your day.
I'm saying like we need to give her a hug or something. Like damn.
I was triggered. Was I triggered?
She had that one down. God damn.
I was ready.
True. Your father ever told you life ain't fair?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like all day. Like fair is not a thing men even really say. I was talking to a homegirl about that today.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, that's a woman term. What you mean fair? Like, you gotta get picked to play the game. Like, what you mean?
Men learn shit ain't fair when we out there picking teams for for football. You know what I'm saying if somebody get picked last, like, and then every now and then
you that last motherfucker, you'd be like,
yep. Every school year, it's always that new kid to get picked last, and then you find out that nigga raw, and he start getting picked second, third, and first. You know what I'm saying? Later, he get a captain. So, you know what I'm saying? But then there's dudes who only time they don't get picked last is when they get to be the captain. So, I mean, it ain't fair, but you know, man, we fall into a hierarchy.
Talking about like when they hit the shot and they
as we're forced into hierarchies as children because we put ourselves in them. As when you leave boys to themselves, you know, we tend to do that. So I don't. Again, this is just one of them women conversations where women are trying to be like, well, men get it too, because somebody probably talked about pretty privilege, and now these female content creators just made up some handsome privilege shit to talk about for content. Like this isn't new. It's not some like sensational ass, like, oh my God, she just had an epiphany like type ass content. Like it's handsome niggas get more access to women than ugly niggas do. Pretty women get more access to men than ugly women do. Like it's.
Have you ever been out and you notice, like, say if there's an ugly guy versus a handsome guy, like a handsome guy can grab a girl or touch her in some kind of way, and she turn around and see he's cute, she'll be like, oh, she'll laugh it off a little more than if an ugly guy touched her. She's like, oh my God, snapping, ready to go off.
Yeah, it's like they say the difference between sexual assault and, like I'm saying, a first date is being Idris Elba and one of them other regular niggas. Like it depends on who does it. If Idris Elba came up there and grabbed your ass, you'll turn around and see him and be like, oh, hey, sir. And then be smiling. But then, like, if one of these weird random niggas in the club did it, you're going to punch him in his shit.
Yeah, and men, boys are exposed to that to an early age. When you're at the club, when we was at the club growing up or coming up, we was at a party or something, the lights is low, off us dancing, you know, and you walk up behind a girl and she do the check to see if you look decent or not. That's it right there. You immediately know if you got handsome privilege or not. Because if she look at you and she keep going, oh, you good. But if she look at you and then walk away, hey, my boy, you're gonna have to figure out something else, man. You're gonna have to figure out some type of compensation. So
they friends be signaling them now. Like
that's the start of most niggas' villain arc right there. In a party trying to dance with a girl, and then like you look and see her homegirls and they like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I think that's how Future got started. Like I guarantee you guys that, you know what I'm saying, turned in villains early, it's for some shit like that. Like typically, you know, it's the first major rejection from a woman that's like, you know what, man, I was trying to be nice to these women. Now I'm finna go over here and just be, you know, I'm finna be a savage and treat them.
The worst part about it is that it happens in front of everybody.
Yeah.
That's the worst part about it. So now
nobody else want to dance with you all night. Even if the other people think you cute, they're not gonna want to dance with you because they saw you get rejected by a pretty girl, and now they're gonna be like, oh, he came up dancing with me because he must think I'm ugly too. And then like, oh, so I'm ugly, so I can't not dance with him. So yeah, you or you might as well go back home. You don't wasted a whole fucking outfit to come in here and say and get curved by women that you're gonna have to prove yourself to in order to take care of them for the rest of their life. Congratulations, bro. You're a loser.
I want to explore that though, like what Jasmine said. Like, what is wrong with very select men who do get treated a lot better than most men? Like, why is that such a deterrent? Why does that turn you off so much?
I think she explained.
She just said that she's the woman in the relationship, which I think is
when they see a man that they want to actually choose, they may have to chase him, and I think they don't like that.
Is that fair, Jasmine?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to have to do. I don't know. You just don't want to have to do more work than you have to when you know that there's men that will do the work.
It almost sounds like you don't want to reciprocate effort.
Yeah,
that's what that sounds like a lot, because women say that I want a medium ugly man because they know a nigga that's got his shit together is handsome. He can replace her at a drop of a dime, so she has to perform at a level that she wouldn't have to with a nigga.
But men are not
to do.
No, I haven't met an overly handsome man yet that has a dope personality or funny and got actual jokes and stuff like that. Like, I haven't met one yet that can actually hold a conversation.
That's super fair, but that doesn't mean that they're not out there either. It just meant you haven't met one.
Yeah, that's true. I just haven't met him.
So y'all be watching them work online.
Yeah, you got a point.
The boy King 6'8" the great. He can talk.
I think more men.
He's really good at talking.
He's a great example of this. He's the guy that he just go outside and stand outside a club and get girls to come talk to him. Like, he just stand out. He don't say nothing to him. They just walk over to him because he's 6'8", fit, in shape. You know what I'm saying? Look like he got some money. And then you're saying when you talk, he's a conversationalist. So, and his entire platform is just highlighting the fact that women choose men that have handsome privilege. And mind you, these aren't like regular looking women either. These aren't, you know what I'm saying? Because regular women, they're not even going to go talk to them because they just know better. Like, unfortunately, unattractive women are pretty honest with themselves when it comes to trying to go reach for like a certain guy. But these are like the men that niggas would pay for that are going to go talk to her. Like, it's me talk to him, and I love his content because he highlights, I'm saying, women's true inherent nature is that, you know, if you're physically attracted to a dude, you don't have to know shit about him, but they 2-3 seconds of conversation, phone number, hotel room given, and then, you know what I'm saying, you know how the shit go. And, you know,
hotel room is crazy.
No issue for me. I respect it.
Why is it not more commonplace for guys to tell girls they regular though? Like, why is that like an uncommon thing?
Because it's offensive. If you tell a girl she average, you might as well call her a bitch. Like, it's just as offensive to them. That's why.
Yeah, it's definitely rude.
But it should. That's the thing. It shouldn't be because
based off of my looks.
Well, that's your primary agency, though.
One mic.
Like, that's what your primary agency is your beauty in the dating market, at least. So if you're not a 10 and you think you're a 10, the way that you know you're not a 10 is you don't have the results of a 10. 10s get their desired outcome. 4s, 5s, and 6s don't. And there shouldn't be anything wrong with being average. Now, if a nigga said you're below average, then hey, you got a problem. Because I mean, y'all got a vagina, so you start off at a 4. So if you can't get to the 6, 7, or 8 level, that just means you're probably not doing the work.
It's not rude to call a girl average. They just don't like it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead, Shanice, Pearl, Hink, Bash. Go ahead, Bash.
What makes her average though? Because I'm confused. I guess I'm to the point in my life where I can't. Yes, a man can be attractive, but I can't consider you really attractive until I know you got your life together, bro.
We're talking about physical.
We're talking about average looking.
We're just talking about average looking. All that other stuff, we're talking about physical. You're average looking. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about everything else because nobody knows that when you first meet somebody.
Okay, so I'm saying as a man, when you're judging a woman, like you're saying you can't get to that 5 and 6. What would make her be a 5 or a 6 if we're not judging?
I didn't say you can't get to that 5 or 6. What I said, and to say it again clearly, y'all start off at a 4 because you got a coochie. All you got to do is put in some work to get to that 5, 6, or 7, and that's
physically though.
Physically, that's what all you have to do is just get to that point. You know, you're a 6 or a 7, you're gonna get a nigga. If you're 8, you're probably gonna get a good one. But a lot of y'all won't do that, so y'all just be stuck at 4s and 5s, and your outcomes prove that. Like, look at your current circumstances, and that'll tell you, where you fall in life.
Yeah, I think if you're a female and you're in a room full of other women, if you blend in, like if you scan a room and there's nothing about you that stands out, like you're easily replaceable look wise, you're average. That's okay, but that's what I would consider average, because above average women typically stand out. They like illuminate, and you visually, they just captivate. They don't got to do that.
What does that mean though? Do I have to have my lashes and my eyebrows and hair?
Well, no, that's.
I'm confused.
I'm telling you.
That depends on what that person is into. So if True is into big girls, he might not visually see someone that may be thinner. Maybe he's not into thin chicks, but maybe JR is into thin chicks, and he sees, this woman stand out more. Or of course, there are women that are just generally more beautiful that just stand out. But if you got a room full of women that all look the same, then it's kind of you kind of put in the same boat. So me personally, I can acknowledge a woman that looks good, she presents herself well, but I personally more attracted to the girl next door. You know what I'm saying? She low key, she decent as hell. She can still look good without having to put on makeup and all the lashes. If you look good, dressed down, hey, you a 10 to me. But maybe maybe he need that 24 piece and the eyelashes and the makeup or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's everybody. It's different strokes for different folks.
Men have to.
Yeah, Bash, I want to see if I can give you.
You gonna put them eyelashes on me, huh, God damn.
Stop demonizing lashes and weave and things like that, because there are a lot of women that suffer from alopecia and they went through chemo.
Oh my
God, Jada Pinkett got
Now they
y'all
all got
thinking
cancer.
everybody is bald headed. Like, just because you motherfuckers running around here looking like Cotton, don't mean we gotta like you wearing wigs.
It's all about presentation. I know half the men on this panel wouldn't walk around without a haircut for 4 months or a beard shape up. Or
what does that have to do with wearing a wig? Trust me, if niggas could put on hair helmets, they probably would too.
A presentation.
Putting them on.
Haircut is presentation.
I'm about to give me some
that's
fake
the thing.
braids.
For men, our number one thing that our presentation is our like who we are. Y'all's number one presentation is the way that you look, your aesthetic. That's not how it works for men.
It is
like
I guess I feel like
it's just not
real judgy on specifics like that. It's giving, it's giving tambourine player. Like
No.
Really
Men we don't. It's not commonplace for men to get judgy about small details like that. That's not commonplace, right?
At all.
And I don't want you to.
Because personally, I had a man tell me he assumed that I was playing for the other team because I don't keep my nails done. But baby, I hoop on a regular basis. I don't keep my nails.
That's fine.
And you look
That's
like
not
Candace
common.
Parker. So that means I could see why he would say that, because again, you look like a tall basketball player. No disrespect, but I'm on record saying the WNBA is DEI for tall lesbians. So most people in WNBA we think are lesbians anyway. So that's where he was coming from.
Look, Bash, I don't want you to walk away from the conversation without an answer. I don't want you to walk away from the conversation without an answer, right? And I know True said if you walk in a room and you don't stand out, then you regular. But y'all all think y'all stand out when y'all walk in a room. So that's not. I don't think that's going to give you really a clear indication of whether you regular or not. Honestly, you just gotta ask men. You just gotta ask them, yo, am I regular? Am I average? Or am I above? Am I attractive? You just gotta ask the men and see what they tell you, because there's no way for you to really determine it yourself, because y'all gonna lie to yourselves every time, and your friends gonna lie to you too.
But our men gonna be honest though. That's the problem, because a lot of these dudes are scared to tell them, yeah, you regular, like you cool, you cute, but they not really.
So the men you have to ask would have to be the men that you genuinely want for yourself, like the guy you're super attracted to, that you respect, like the guy that you would want to be with. Ask that guy, because the rest of the niggas that you don't give a fuck about, like what they think shouldn't matter anyway. But if you ask them, they're gonna say whatever it takes to make sure they can probably still fuck you later.
Or ask some level-headed men on like these panels. Like, don't ask the ones who too red pill because they probably gonna give you like a 3 and you're not a 3. But like just ask someone you think is level headed who don't want to fuck you, and they gonna give you a real answer.
But I'm saying no. I think that is, well, to Willie's point. I think that is definitely all opinionated, right? The 4 women that are on the panel right now, there will be someone in the chat out in the world that you are going to stand out by far. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna see Shanice and be like, man, Shorty got some tig-old bitties. I love that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna look at Bash and say, this my love in basketball right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ball her ass up. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Somebody is gonna be attracted to whatever it is that they see, that they're used to. I think another part of it as well is that it depends on what type of room you in, right? So if you're in a room full of average looking women, then somebody that may stand out just slightly, I'll be like, damn, man, Shorty bad, just because she stand out from everybody else. So I think that is really just an opinionated conversation in this.
And it's the opinion that you got to remember. The only people's opinions that matter are like the men that get women, not the men that like the. So it's the top 20%, then you got the bottom, the next 20 that they saying settle and rent bitch me women, and then you got the other 60 that women don't even give a chance to. Like y'all may fuck them on a drunk night, but you'll never claim it. Like you'll pretend like it never happened. Those dudes don't count. The guys that you guys want to date, that's who opinion should matter. Because if you go ask that's like asking a gay dude, does he think you're cute? He's going like a woman, be like, yeah, girl, you pretty, because he's not attracted to you. But then go find a guy that you really like and then get his opinion of what he thinks about you. And it can't be your daddy or your uncle or your brother. Like, but a man that you respect and you're like physically attracted to, and see what they think, and then you'll know where you fall.
Well, look, I'm gonna take it back to what we was talking about originally. What's that? Handsome privilege. Yeah, I suffer from that. I suffer from that handsome privilege. I have to deal with it on a regular basis, and I don't apologize for it. So you ugly motherfucking dude just gotta suffer with me. I'm gonna make you look bad in a bitch. It's not my fault. Blame it on your goddamn mammy and daddy for making you ugly ass children. But it's a good privilege to have.
That's fucked up.
And back in my days when I was single before I got married, I benefited from it. I took advantage of it. I laid some down, you know what I'm saying? But that's a thing of the past. I'm a new man. I'm saved and sanctified and filled with the Holy Spirit now. I ain't doing that no more. Do I still get some of them privilege when ladies, hey, sweetie, can I help? Yeah, I do. But I don't take advantage of it. I'll leave it there.
No, fuck that, Hink. You definitely take advantage of him. We ain't trying to hear that, man.
God damn.
They throw an extra thigh or leg inside that 8-piece you ordered. You're not gonna take it back.
Yeah.
Right.
You know the problem.
Charge you for your drink. You cool.
The problem I have
feed the big fella.
The problem I have with the standard of the women is that it's so much application to it. Like the eyelashes, the hair, like what part of the catalog you gonna represent. Me personally, I can't. My standard is she has to be in her most bare natural state. Can you? Is this what I'm going to deal with? Because
her knees back up.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Now I'm ready to engage. I'm listening to him.
No, like half your eyebrows got cut off when you did that.
Tristan, you gotta take her swimming first.
That's all bad. I personally don't like the transformation.
Willie, you know why? I had it. That privilege I got. I apologize.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Finish, Drew.
Oh, yeah,
I just cut my man off. You
good.
My bad, Drew. My bad.
Well, I did have a question. So, do you guys think that a lot of men, and probably online and throughout the world, that they may be upset because they don't have that handsome privilege?
Yes, look at the
absolutely.
Hell yeah.
This man on earth. Oh my gosh.
Bruh, do you know how? So me and Mont we went out to eat when we were in Dallas last year before last, and like we weren't even at a nice restaurant. We was at my favorite Mexican spot. And what they not paying attention to is the table of niggas that's behind us, right? And you could just tell, like, they were looking at the women we were with, like you could just, it was an issue. And then when we get up, and you know what I'm saying, and you know, me and this nigga likes to pay for shit before, you know what I'm saying, the check come. So when we start having that conversation, they over here dry hating, like, oh, they both act like they got money. The food ain't cost but $200.
You
like,
gotta call me real
like
dope so they know what you're talking about.
Huh? Oh, my bad. Dope. My fault. Yeah. So my fault. So dope, right? Like niggas, they say women are the biggest haters. I think that it's men. I think it's this loser section of men that hates on the majority of the rest of us. And it's because like we get to do everything that they think about doing or they want to be doing. And then we have the women that they want or the lifestyle that they want. So they, instead of saying, hey man, Willie, you know, I heard you would teach people how to make money. Like instead of wanting to saying work with us, they just want to hate on us. But what we end up learning is that nobody in the history of ever has hated on someone that they were doing worse than.
Yeah, I don't know if
The problem is we don't have to play.
They do.
We make our own rules as we go. They don't like that. Like that's what handsome privilege is. It's like, yo, you really get to make your own rules to this game. But men who aren't,
well, you guys are kind of adding like money to the.
So. We're not the money just comes with it. Like money is the reason, unfortunately, a part of why like these guys get to move the way that we want to move. Like and being attractive, being articulate, all the other things, that stuff, but it's all part of one thing. So even if the dudes don't have money, the dudes who still get women, they're not worried about it. They worried about getting some bread. But the guys who don't have none of this shit, they hate on everything. They, you know what I'm saying? They like your clothes whack, your gear whack. Like they hate on everything about us because they can't touch us. They can't do the shit that we do.
I wanted to go back to what True was saying. Let's go back to what True was saying.
God damn, the man just shitting on OTC.
But
how did OTC catch a stray?
Oh, real dope brought him up.
My bad. I didn't hear it.
But I think
the Do-Rag King said that.
Like, I think Denise and True was trying to have something out.
Oh, my bad.
Go ahead. I want you to finish what you were saying, True. I was listening to you.
No. I passed it to you. I was done. Go ahead.
I just want you to say you want women in their most natural state, right? Yes. Okay, that's just your opinion. You wasn't saying that's what makes them beautiful, right?
No, that's what makes them beautiful to me.
Because I consider myself as a natural woman because I'm on TV consistently. I might have my eyebrows done and I might have lashes and things like that, but I don't wear makeup. So that's why I make sure my eyebrows is done, things like that. I wear wigs because I'm natural and my hair is just as long as my wigs, right? So if I am in a profession and you see me out like this, you would consider me as a what?
Well, I think you're naturally beautiful if I'm being honest, but I would honestly be a little bit on the fence. Like, is that her hair? Did she grow it? Did she buy it? Me personally. If I could confirm it was yours.
He's so messy. I'm sorry, go ahead, True.
If I can confirm it's yours, like that, to me, that's solid stock. But that, me personally, it's just I can't do with the removal of hair and it goes on the dresser at night and look completely different. Me personally. So, but I know a lot of dudes.
Damn.
I just want to let you, because I believe all women, y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, all women have some type of extensions in their hair. But I know that men usually go after the women with wig. You see what I'm saying? They go after women with wig covered up. But I just want to educate the man. Most likely, most women that has the wig on is because they have natural hair. And that's how we preserve our hair. Not just because we're bald-headed, things like that. I can say in a whole lot of women that I know that are.
So it ain't because of alopecia, huh?
Hold on. Not alopecia. It could be alopecia too, eh?
They be pulling out these small, minute things.
I don't want.
Yeah, no, most men aren't.
Because I just don't want it to labelize that because you guys saying makeup. I know some women on here they have makeup on. I think it looks beautiful. I think every woman up here is beautiful in their own state. I know some women that have lashes on. I know some women that's just bare face that's beautiful up here. So I don't want it to be a stigma of, oh, wigs and hair and wool. No, beauty is beauty. It's the confidence that makes it beautiful.
Is every man up here handsome in his own state?
I met a whole lot of women that may be not the best looking, but they confident.
But the position,
that doesn't make them attractive to men, though.
Everything.
Yeah, I think the part that women seem to confuse, and maybe I'm not speaking for all the men, but I can just assume for all the men, primarily for me, I don't have an issue with women that wear weaves, eyelashes, makeups, wigs, whatever the case. But if you do it overly, then to me that's a problem.
Yeah.
To me that seems like you now are dealing with some type of self-conscious issues that's festering inside. If I never ever see you, I used to go to high school with this one young lady that we never saw her natural hair. There's something, and she had good hair underneath it. So to me, there's something wrong going on internally to where you don't feel confident in coming outside. So in that, you truly don't have any confidence, right? Because you need this mask in order to come outside in. So I think beauty, for sure, you can find beauty in anything. But if you have to come outside every single day with a face full of makeup, that's the only way that you're coming outside, then I think that is what men are talking about, to where it's like, yo, what? Even with the eyelashes, most men, we don't have an issue with the eyelashes. But if we pull up on the side of you in the car and your eyelashes look like that, then that's a damn problem. So you know what I'm saying? Like, why do you have to go to this extent to have your eyelashes that long when you could just have some regular ass eyelashes? So I think that's the part that women that they mix up, to where it is like, no, men want someone that looks natural. Not something where your hair is always all the way down to your ass. You got a face full of makeup to where your face is a completely different complexion than your chest. You know what I'm saying? And you have these eyelashes that's like that. You know, that's not attractive. So I think that's where the misconception comes into play, to where women think that, oh, I have to go to this extreme in order to get men's attention. When it's like, no, you can get that same amount of attention, if not more, by being subtle.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I gotta correct Viz, because
she had long eyelashes. Like, no man.
Yeah, I gotta correct Viz. I don't like all that shit. I don't like that wigs, all that goddamn Tammy Faye Baker makeup, them goddamn eyelashes. I don't like none of that shit. Take that shit and throw it in a goddamn trash. None of that shit is sex to me. That shit is ugly, my opinion. But now Viz said he liked that fake shit. Shout out to Viz. I ain't with it.
No, hey, I ain't say that. I ain't say that. No. I ain't say that.
Lock his ass up.
Yeah, there's plenty of women out here that just had a natural long hair down to their back. I was married for the better part of a decade, and I didn't see her natural hair for damn near 7 years. Like, that's like, because she kept her shit done. Like, that's just because she knew I wasn't a wig dude, so I was already dealing with it. So she just made sure she kept them up. Like, every 10 days or whatever, she getting a new one. Like, I never saw it. Now, yeah, I wish my woman would. If that shit, all her hair come out her scalp. Like, we not going on a date and you coming home and I'm taking off my blazer and you taking off your hair hat. Like, that shit'll never happen. Cause like I would have to be head over heels in love with you to still date you after I saw you take your fucking wig off at this age. Like, that shit is, it'll never happen. But, and then two, like, you know, you can't, sometimes you want to like grease your woman's scalp or like play in their scalp. I don't want to feel them fucking straight backs while I'm doing it up under that shit or that fucking net.
It's
like,
not ponytail Let me take a
God damn, Cleo.
Like, listen,
Cleo.
do not Viola Davis on this panel.
She gonna be looking like set it off. God damn.
But I will give you this though. If I had to pick between wigs and lashes, I'm gonna take a wig, hands every time. If I gotta pick between two evils, I'm going with the wig because like your lashes being 3 inches long and shit, like they call bat wings and shit. No, I'm cool.
I did have a question. So, because I often hear men say that they hate wigs, but if weave is weave, right? What's the difference when a woman is getting braids? She's also getting extensions as well. And then you also have women that have clip-ons. So they're adding pieces of weave within their hair. Now, everybody else may not know, but if you're married or you're in a serious relationship, you know everything that goes on. But people will be in public and they say, oh, I don't like that shit. But there's times that your woman or your wife, she's actually wearing these things. So it's like you kind of like a walking contradiction. I would think.
Well, you can't.
Some of these things,
like control it. Like, well, let's not also for real, bro. A woman putting weave in her to get braids is completely different than a woman that's going to go have like hair like Jasmine's, and then it's, you know what I'm saying, it's a 24 piece. It's, or you know, even if it's just a clip-in weave, like it's way different. Girls will go put weave in their hair like to get braids, you know, because they want to grow their hair out, or they're going to go on a trip, they're going to be in the water, and then they don't have to do it. Like it's two different things.
Yeah, I think as far as with the wigs, what turns me off,
it's all bad to me,
is that when I can see the cap, you know what I'm saying? If I can see that lace,
screen door card,
you know what I'm saying? If I can see that, then that's a problem.
Yeah.
Even if
that's
you have like
the
leave outs, if you have like the leave outs, and I can clearly tell that your hair texture is something completely different from what you got in. That's a problem. You know what I'm saying? I think that's when it's like, yo, like, what's going on here? Now, Miss Pearl, you got that old school 90s, damn near like that French roll, you know what I'm saying, type of vibe.
90s. God,
hey, I'm fucking with it. That's some OG Chi-Town. Hey, I'm fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? It's classy. But again, if I can see that lace rising up and you done put the makeup on top of it.
Or like when the leave out's not blended, like with her actual hair is not blended well with the wig, or the wig.
Yeah, man. Like, come on, man. Hey. Yeah, that's bogus.
Yeah, hey man, snatch that shit off that goddamn head, Viz. That's what you do. Snatch that shit off the goddamn head.
You going to jail. See, this nigga trying to get you locked up.
See, that's what I'm saying. So it's
lock his ass up. Lock his ass up.
My wigs don't come off. Like my wigs don't come off. So it just
they don't come off.
No, a lot of women get their wigs installed. That's like it's a computer program. They get their wigs installed and shit. Like, so you can't snatch them off.
That's all you like a NASCAR track. You motherfuckers like.
Yeah, you can talk about the ones that
I respect the witchcraft that is the beauty application. I just can't with the transformation of looks. Me personally, like, that's like you started dating me and I rolled up to the mansion, right? And for like 3 months, that's where you met me at. But then the reality is I got a studio situation. Like that's how I feel on the opposing end. Like give me who I'm dealing with. I can't do the multitude of, you know, I heard some girls say, well, I'm diverse. I don't need you to be that diverse. Like, be linear. Give it to me straight. Like, I don't want no change up. Be me personally.
I'll take all your multiple personalities based on your hormones, but I don't want to see like your fucking different multiple characters because of your wigs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I get it if you're saying like someone's like catfishing you and they look like completely different outside of, you know, how they normally look, then yeah, that's unfair. But most times, most women, I won't say most women. I'm gonna say like a lot of women that I run into, they don't look very much different outside of what they're maintaining.
So like, what are you basing that off of? Because like, if you wear makeup and I see you like right now, if I woke up next to you in the morning, unless you trifling and just don't wash your face, you're not gonna look the same. Because
saying. So if you lay down next to her, I'm assuming she's washing her face that same night, and you're gonna see.
Oh no, y'all be trying to wash our face after we sleep and then come back and get in bed.
Who's doing that?
No, that's my
Women.
thing. Like Jasmine, I solely believe if she take that makeup off, she's gonna look the same.
I do. And I'll take it off right now.
No,
I don't think that's possible.
We've seen some sorcery on the internet. We've
Yeah.
seen plenty of
Not trying to be funny,
of
but look at
transformations
these-
on the
That
internet.
motherfucker said some sorcery.
Look at these. Like, not trying to be funny, but look at these trannies. They got these trannies looking like IG models, and then.
Well, actually, that's a great point. I think in most cases for men, what they are unattracted to is the fact that for some women, the style that they have went with is very close to what drag queens look like. So they got the big wigs, they got the face full of makeup, the contours, all of that shit, especially if they got the BBLs. So now it's like, damn, I legit don't know if you're a woman or not. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's those extremes is what men are typically unattracted to.
I don't even think it's extremes. It's not even extremes. I think that can y'all hear me too, by the way?
Yeah.
I think that well, for one, I don't know how old everybody is on the panel. I'm 32. I like a more so natural face, but I'm not going to say I'm against my girl wearing makeup. I do prefer a natural face if she's going to do something, but I love her without makeup at all. I love her in pretty much every state. Even when she wears different wigs and stuff like that, I prefer her natural hair. When I first met her, she wore her natural hair a lot, but that was the stage she was in life right there. Right now, she likes to have fun. She likes to do different hairstyles, wear different wigs. I get it. It's cool. Like I understand the whole idea of it. However, there are a lot of women who they put on makeup every day and they forget who they really are, right? That's who they think that they are. Like they put the makeup on, they look in the mirror and they think, I'm a bad bitch. This is me. That's not who you are. It's not your face, right? And I think most men don't like that part. They just want like the realistic aspect of like, we get it. We don't want you to have a different face when you take your makeup off. We get it, enhance and have fun. I get it. I totally understand it. But just don't do too much. And a lot of y'all need to take better care of y'all lashes and y'all hair because y'all don't got lashes because y'all be getting your lashes done. And to pull y'all lashes out when y'all put them on. When y'all go and y'all sit on, it pull your lashes out. My girl just regrew her lashes just to go and get her lashes done. And now she got to regrow her lashes again. Like,
yeah. Oh my God.
Damn.
Do I agree with Real Daddy?
Yeah, that's my new name too, Real Daddy.
I'm definitely not calling you that.
Yeah, I ain't calling you that shit. I'm calling you the Do-Rag King.
No.
The Do-Rag King. Okay, the Do-Rag King.
Damn, that's fucked up.
I
mean, he ain't even got a do-rag on today. He got a hat on.
Yeah, no.
Now I'm just going by that last post somebody put up in the chat.
This nigga said, I'm not putting a hat on if it don't cost $350.
Was it the King Talk group?
Oh yeah. Hey, we can't talk about that because everybody. We don't talk about Fight Club.
Darnell Williams, 8783 $5. Handsome privileges, real. I mean, I did all right with the ladies, but dark skin wasn't in the ladies' love. Shamar Moore and Boris Kojo, the model.
Yeah, you darkies ain't in style.
Aaron Sanford, 1913, $10. I dated a chick that tried clowning me because I gained like 5 pounds in 3 years. I called her skinny fat with a kangaroo pouch. She hates me to this day. What the F? Truth only applies to the man. Aaron Ford, 1913, $2. She has lashes. Her car got lashes that match. Run. Brano with the $5, also a member. Successful MD, $2. Sad women are leaving here because of rigor mortis. What is that?
Get it? It's a play. Instead of saying rigor mortis, he said wigger mortis.
Oh, I got you.
Like when you die, you get stiff, maybe with them stiff ass wigs.
Mm-hmm. Brother. No. Also member $10 super sticker. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Hit that like button. Also, make sure you subscribe to that channel. Let's go ahead and get into it. Bash, you there? Must be on the phone call. You there?
No, she printing T-shirts right now. She got to focus.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get into this. Did I send it? Let me make sure I sent it. Oh, yeah, here it is. Anthony Edwards and his child's mother, Ayesha Howard. Are you guys familiar with Anthony Edwards, ladies? No, he's a basketball player. He had a child with was she an Instagram model? Well, she one of the chicks that seek out the athletes, and she got pregnant. He was raw dogging, and he doesn't want the child. He doesn't want the child, and he's ready to give full parental rights to her, and he just vanishes to the sunset. But he's having some issues going back and forth with her as far as this whole process has just been up and down. And so Anthony Edwards is a very talented basketball player. He says he doesn't want to be the face of the NBA, but a lot of people sometimes feel like they want to name him. But the biggest story seems to be the baggage that he has going on offline with this whole baby situation. You know, his character is being questioned, his legacy as far as when it comes off the court is being in question. And so it's just a lot of information surrounding that. But Gilbert Arenas and his wife are having a conversation, and he had a suggestion. So I'm going to play that, and then we'll go ahead and talk about it.
Madam. She said that she was getting money because she was the girlfriend of a rapper before or something. So
So you got pregnant because he was a lick. So you get your child support and move on. Like, he doesn't. There's different situations in cases like stuff like this, right? The child is not the piggy bank for you, right? So there's nothing in this that she's asking for that will stand in court.
Okay.
So even if he gave her one-time payment, $500,000, $55,000, once that child is 18 or once he decides he doesn't want to pay, all judges are going to abide by whatever it is because it's only for child support. It's not for mother support. So he doesn't need to give her $500,000, and there's no payment that will grant her. There's no judge on this earth that will grant her $55,000, not even $1 annually for the rest of her life. You're not in this relationship with him. You're just a mother of the child he had. So it's a child support case, and that's it. So no matter what they agree to, if he ever goes back to court, it gets canceled anyway. You don't have to buy a house.
But I think that's in court.
What
she's asking, that's in court.
It's gonna get dropped. There's not. You have
no
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were suing for defamation. What are you suing for? There's nothing. You're not. But even the 1.5, like when she wanted $1 million up front, I would have told him, don't do that. Because she can get that $1 million, she can spend it, especially depending on what state you are. You can spend that money and then go back to child support and say, I'm broke. Because the child is the courts. It's the state's
It's
child.
the property of the court.
It's the, So they're going to look out for the best
interest of the child. Okay. Well, so in your mind, she's not getting none of that.
No, not for her. It's just child support.
Okay. Well, she's trying.
But hey, choose wisely, man. And I've been telling my son this shit too, and I'll be showing him this case because at the end of the day, it's going to be hard for Anthony Edwards to be the face of the NBA because he has this entity with him.
Well, he did say he wasn't interested in.
No, I mean,
the NBA.
You're not interested, but we get it, right? But you're that good, you're that charming, right? You're attractive to women. You can be a face, but you have this ball and chain type of personality that's attached to your name. Anytime you get ready to blow up and be a part of America's face, this woman can dirty it up by filing the court case, by doing it. She can run to them. You have one of those. You got one of those pregnant, where your name and image and likeness is never safe. You will literally have to pay her a lot of money to stand down and go away. Do not exist anymore in my life. And that's the thing you're going to have to do. You're going to have to give this woman $10-20 million to go away. Just if you're trying to be the face of this.
She's not even gonna go away. I'm pretty sure she's gonna get the 20 and then she's gonna wait a little and do something.
But it has to be something in writing that's like you're talking about something like if you're trying to be in the LeBron, you're trying to be in the KD, you're trying to be in the Steph Curry atmosphere of unlocking billions of dollars, and your name and legacy is cemented in the game and the world. It's going to be hard when you have someone who can go to court. Like this man is in the media's eyes from the same woman, it seems like every 60 days. Every 60 days, you score 50. Oh, Anthony Edwards is in court again, baby mama drama.
That sucks. Okay. What,
Not the piggy bank for you.
All right. So there you have it, man. I didn't even know this was a thing, but I guess this must be rich folks talk, I guess, where you can just pay somebody to disappear and you created a whole child. Never heard of that.
When was the last time you saw Drake baby mama?
You didn't see it before him, though.
Yeah, I'm not. So, Dan, it sounds so fucked up, but I mean it. Why would I just don't understand this part for some of these guys? Because clearly they have a different they're flexible morally. Do you know how much it costs to have somebody come up missing for good? Anybody just have a ballpark? Because what I will tell you is it's less than $10 million. So if I gotta pay you 10 and I can have you come up missing for, I don't know, a professional, maybe $500,000, $1 million. Why would I pay you $10 million? Like, it doesn't, like, I'm already, I'm saying, basically a dirtbag guy because I want to take care of my kid. I'm already, I'm saying, not an upstanding gentleman. So I should not be a fucking dummy and say, you know what, cool, I just signed for $250. I'll give her 10. No, that's how you go broke. If I can get you up out of here for $1 million, why not pay that instead of just paying her 10 million to go away? Like, she go away both ways.
Yeah, you on some different talk with that conversation, Will. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna even touch that. So I'm gonna do this, man. I'm gonna pay the support. If you want to be a deadbeat ass parent, that's on you and your morals and your standards and with your good Lord. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But just pay your support. Whatever you and this heifer agrees to, or you and the judge come up with, or you and your lawyers come up with, just pay it every month. If y'all agree to pay it every month, or once a week, or every other week, whatever you agree, just pay it out and go out as long as you. And if it's 18 years or it goes out to 21 years, I mean, I don't know. Pay it, dog, and just deal it with that way. You trying to pay it all up front. Again, there's gonna be some type of loophole this heifer gonna come up with, and I wouldn't even try to go that route. Just pay it every month. Set up some type of a payment plan that you already have paid already out, but she doesn't get it all like one lump sum. Now we're not doing that. She's not going to get that benefit because we all know what she's going to do. She's going to abuse that, take advantage of it, and going to come back with a handout even more so. No, we're not doing that. Just pay it out as you need to pay it out. Like I said, put it in some type of an account where every month she gets this money and go from there. But to pay her $10 million or just to go away, bullshit. We know what she's going to do with this. We know she's going to keep coming back because once you give in, she knows you. She got you now, and then you're going to continue to give in, and you're going to continue to get it in.
All right, go ahead, Bash. Let's get Bash next. I think she's trying
There
to talk.
should be some sort of contract put in place too. Like if this is an agreement, we should have a legal agreement on, okay, if this amount of money is what it takes for you to go away, then that's that. Also, too, you guys, and I'm not condoning anything that Anthony Edwards has done or said, but we also sometimes we take the human out of being a celebrity. Like he's 23. The baby's a baby. And I'm not condoning his mistakes. Mistakes are mistakes, but we got to look at the people that have a hold of him, the people that I don't want to say the people that raised him, but children make mistakes. I mean, were any of you the same person that you were right now when you were 23? You know, he may develop more mentally, and we all know that men are slower in getting there.
Nope, no, we're not. We don't mature slower than y'all. Y'all just start fucking before we do. So y'all mature physically faster than men, not mentally or emotionally. So let's make sure.
I disagree, and I absolutely 100% disagree. Just based off of the people that I've dated that are a little older, and the people that I've dated that are roughly my age, there are conversations that people don't have, and that's all. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
Well, let me say this. As far as that situation, if you're an athlete, you have to mature faster. You have no choice. Correct. You have to grow up. You have to, because everything's coming at you faster than normal. You getting opportunities more than the average man or Joanne. You are. So you have to. So he has to circle people around him that's going to help him mature, and it's going to help him think. It's going to help him learn. He can't move and operate. I don't care. He's 23. That means nothing, dog. You at 23 need to be 28. You at 25 needs to be 30 right now, because you can't move the same like the average Joe. I can't take my time and learn slow or at the average rate of learning. I have to speed this shit up. We have to microwave this situation. If we don't, you're going to get left behind. You're going to get taken advantage of. And that's why he's in the situation he is now. Because he wasn't
thinking.
Correct.
You're correct. Again, I'm not condoning anything he's done or said. This conversation is hard for me to have because I know his family, and he's got people's upbringing in their early adult years sometimes have to do a lot with the decisions they make. And I'm not condoning it. You do have to mature faster, but I can tell you 100% that unless somebody from the league or something took a hold of him and was like, hey, this is how you need to move, his family did not coach that for him. They just didn't. And it's unfortunate that some men or some women don't have that, but it's so easy to give the conviction without knowing the backstory.
Well, the bad thing, he did have that. He had it ever since he was in middle school. There was always, anytime you go to dealing with AAU or these high-end athletes, they had those conversations. They have those seminars. When he was with Georgia, they had it. He had to take a class on that shit. I'm sure he probably did in high school during his AAU season, where somebody came in, talked to these young kids on how to learn how to say no. That was one of the things they taught my son when I was in college. We had to learn how to say no. Even to our goddamn mammies, you had to learn how to say no and stand on the shit. Don't waver. Say no and be okay with it. Don't feel guilty or feel some type of way because you had to turn somebody away or put somebody away or tell them no. You had to learn it. He learned this. It wasn't something he didn't know. He chose not to because he felt like, well, you're not going to afford to do certain things. I know they said this. I know they said we don't want to be broke. I know that he didn't learn how to say no. He didn't want to accept it. And he said yes to everything. Even this tackhead chick that he's dealing with now, he said yes to it. You ain't got to wear a condom. Yeah, I know. Let's go. I'm wearing birth control. Yeah, that was all a goddamn lie. It was a scam, and he fell for the okie doke. So now that banana in the tailpipe, he fell for it. And now she got him, and ain't shit he can do with it. He's got to suffer for 18 to 21 years. That's on him. Now, why didn't he pay attention when they had them courses? Why did his coaches or some of his mentors and some of his teammates teach him that? Are we going to blame because he didn't have a dad in the goddamn home? Yeah, you could say that, but he wasn't always at his house. He spent most of his time with his coaches. Why did somebody pull him in, say, hey, Ant, these women going to be coming at you. You're a nice-looking young man. You're well-built. You're well put together. You're going to be making a lot of money as soon as you get on that college level. You're going to have to learn how to maneuver around these women. Unfortunately, he didn't heed the word.
You give a 23-year-old $200 million and expect him to do anything.
Never had anything before in his life.
Expect him to do anything other than fuck up somewhere. One thing I'm happy that he's not broke yet. Like, he's not spending a whole bunch of money. But again, he should have listened. I know that probably someone told him, but it's just, again, why spend $10 million when $1 million will solve the problem?
If I'm not mistaken, I hate the extortion of the situation because there's so many times that this occurs with high profile people But if I'm not mistaken, he paid his child support up front, right? Like he front loaded.
Or maybe that was
I think that was a rumor. Yeah, I think that was a rumor.
Yeah, so here's the story. I'll put it in the chat GPT thing. Ayesha, Howard, Anthony Edwards' ex is currently demanding $500,000 and a public apology as part of the custody settlement over their daughter, Aruba, who was born October 2024. Howard claims the player has failed to engage responsibly in his daughter's life and that he's inflicted reputational harm. Edwards' legal team has publicly criticized Howard's demands, arguing that these requests are slowing down the progress towards resolving quickly. As the public sentiment, fans have weighed in, largely holding Edwards responsible for escalating legal dispute, with one headline blunt summarizing he did this to himself. Early reports suggested Edwards may have paid $1,080,000 up front to cover 18 years of child support, but Howard has confirmed that as a false rumor, stating no such agreement or legal document exists. In addition, former NBA player Gilbert Arenas, which we saw, advised Edwards to settle the matter quickly, although his suggestions involved paying Howard to go away, an idea Howard has seen publicly rejected.
Yeah, I don't. When it comes to like giving somebody his age that type of money, I think the idea that they'll mature faster. I mean, of course they should mature faster. That would be amazing in a perfect world.
They should mature first.
Yeah, the idea that they will is it's not realistic. You give them that money until they blow some money, they ain't gonna understand how to even, they ain't gonna understand these things. We all had the most of us have made mistakes when we were younger, I honestly think that with NBA players and celebrities might mature slower. They spend so much time playing basketball.
They get yes men around them too all the time.
Everybody around them is yes men, telling you what you want to hear. It's hard to really get a real grasp on the world. So I think they probably end up maturing slower than other guys. And you got the world at your hands, like all the women, like just like having women literally throw themselves at you, be kind of preying on you at your hotel room, all these type of things. So but as far as the child support situation, pay, work out a good deal, get a good lawyer, see what you can do, and pay her. I don't know their relationship. I don't know how they started dating or having sex. I don't know their relationship. I don't even know her background. I don't know if she a porn star. I don't know what she got going on. But whatever he do, as long as he pay he pay what he's supposed to do, he pays child support, then that's on him what he choose to do. This is nothing new for athletes. This is nothing new. We some of our favorite athletes then paid women to get out their face with kids and all that. So
Yeah, but the problem is, you talking about blowing money? Having a child is blowing money, though. A child's a money pit. You're never going to get return on your child. You're never. Some of us may get lucky and get blessed. Your child becomes a great person, maybe a senator, a governor, or somebody famous. It does. But the average child is going to be average. They're going to be average. And you're never going to get what you pour into the kids. So, yeah, that's an automatic money pit already. He didn't learn. I think he's got two child. I think he got two kids now. I think it's the second child.
$10 million minus $1 million. Yeah, it's a $9 million difference.
I still don't get, me personally, I don't understand why we're so desensitized to it in the sense of, or maybe we're speaking to his maturity. The fact that something like them creating a child came about, they're consenting adults, right? They did what they did, baby's here. But the issue that I'm always having with these type of situations is that we're saying we'll pay your child support. Well, we all know, this man is sitting in a bracket that most people will never see. The system's designed to wreak havoc on those type of expenses. Courts get paid money, billions of dollars, to extort men in his position. I don't know why we're just so desensitized to it. Oh, he's rich. It's nah. Where's her responsibility? What is an adequate amount of money to pay for a child. I mean, I think they say it's $300,000 to raise a kid from 0 to 18 or something like that. But for a multimillionaire, what is that supposed to look like? And I think that's the problem that I personally would have.
Are you privy to the well, at least most states' idea of child support and the purpose of it?
Yes. Yeah, I'm very versed on that particular structure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they say they want to give this child the same lifestyle at each household. They want to provide the same lifestyle for the child at each household. So typically they take whatever the dad makes, they take what the mom makes, they add them together, and then they divide it by, the amount of overnight stays that you guys have with the kids. I'm not sure about every state. I would assume that's most states do it that way. So I'm not sure if there's a cap depending on the state you in. But it's about giving the child the same lifestyle at each household. So I don't know how it's gonna work.
That's vague language, though. That's the issue. The disparity of income is already there. So I get it. Child support is also structured off of visitation. That's what they don't talk about oftenly, even though that technically to negotiate it, you need a completely different court hearing to structure visitation. But it's based on what you spend with the child. And it's also based on economic disparity. In his case, nothing she's going to do is ever going to look like what he does economically. So he's already the heavy. And I would just argue, I don't know many children that need $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month to exist on this planet, regardless on who their parent may be. And I mean, kids don't experience what you create. They're young. They don't know the difference between a mansion or 2-bedroom like their children.
But you ask yourself this question, right? And because I asked myself this question because I know where I'm going in life, right? I'm like, how would I feel? Because I don't pay no child support at all. I don't pay no child support. But I'm like, how would I feel if
custody, right?
Yeah, I got technically you could say that I'm the custodial parent. I got my kids 5 days.
Okay.
How would I feel though, going from my mansion, right? Pool and everything, beautiful property, and driving my kids to an area that's not so good and dropping them off in a Rolls Royce to a piece of shit house. I was asking myself, like, how would I feel if I did do that? At the other time with the other parent, like, how would I want to help out more? Would I want to like?
And you feel crazy for that, for sure.
Yeah, and I was just kind of thinking, like, so that's just something I would, I ask myself.
No, I respect that. I mean, that just speaks to the character that you have. This particular young man, if I'm not mistaken, he wants to sign over his rights. He doesn't really even want to be a part of this particular kid's life. And I think this is, again, I'm speaking personally. I don't believe that this is fair. Like, real dope, you seem like a stand-up dude, and I'm pretty sure most of the men on this panel are. But there are situations like this that is not so heartfelt. The law is structured without emotion. It's not in the context of, well, a good character man and all that. I get what you're saying. Like, how would you feel? But it's a trap. And I just don't think that it's in my fair. I don't think that it's just, if he cared that much, he should be with that woman. If he cared that much, she should be his woman. And clearly that's not the situation they have. So whatever the economic structure will be, it will be. The law penalizes you for being wealthy in these situations. That's my problem.
I agree.
10 million versus 1 million.
Well,
keep saying.
Well, and part of the problem, he got 4 kids by 4 different women at the age of 23. So it's a lot of lessons learned. Every one of them kids is a lesson learned, but yet we gonna say, well, he's immature. No, he should have been matured after that first child, but it's obvious he didn't. That second child, they didn't mature you. Okay, maybe this third one, or maybe it took the fourth one. So now you about to get these lessons. Every last one of these heifers are entitled to your ass. Every last one of them.
He immature. He ain't infertile.
Yeah, I mean, he still. It's like just because he had kids don't mean he stopped playing basketball. It's not like he.
What does that got to do? What basketball got to do with anything?
So, as far as him learning the lesson, it's not like, damn, I'm changing diapers all day, or like, damn, I'm doing this. It's like, no, I'm just playing basketball and sending money to hoes. Like, That's
And
just all I'm still doing.
keep in mind, he still has a lot more money than what he's used to. So he's sending money to these hoes. He's still thinking in his
Jesus Christ.
to survive. And yes, he does, but not correctly. He's not gonna learn that lesson for a few years.
But also with his life, so he can make.
So he's repeating the cycle where he went through.
Well, his next
he's putting on that same cycle he did. The same cycle he did with.
I don't disagree. I'm not condoning it. It's just, we got to look at all the aspects of it though too.
I don't believe in making excuses though. I don't believe in making excuses. And so right now we making excuses because he's a millionaire, because he get this money. We making excuses for this weak ass man.
His next contract is going to be $330 million. If that man somehow goes broke, he deserves every bit of poverty that he suffers through again. Because in his first two contracts, he makes $500 million. He's retarded.
He keep making these babies like this. He gonna go broke. If you keep telling him $10 million go away,
100 babies shouldn't make a nigga worth $500 million go broke.
Yeah, we've seen it.
I'm just talking about math. A kid's gonna cost you actually $20,000 a year for the average person. So niggas got $500 million in contracts in his first 7 years in the league. If he goes broke, he
about to get married. Somebody gonna take half of that shit.
That man is not getting married. If this nigga don't want to take care of his kids, he damn sure gonna take care of somebody else's daughter.
He dumb. Well, we act like you talking about a smart, well-spoken, intelligent young man. He dumb.
Yeah, I would say
dumb. He's operating dumb. Yeah, he will.
Married worth $500 million.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
He's not Travis Hunter, stupid.
No, he might have a prenup, but that don't mean that probably prenup she gonna take a quarter of whatever he made.
If that's what's in the prenup, he will.
Hey, I did have another question because just to kind of move it on a little bit outside of him, I think Gilbert did mention the importance of who you have a child with. And what we are seeing is that a lot of folks are not getting married before they have kids. Would you guys say that just because you're married, it still doesn't guarantee that you're going to have a successful...
Do you see what the divorce rate is? Question answered.
Okay. But like, what are some things that we could possibly do to actually vet for a person that's going to be a good parent? Like, is that something that you could predict, or are we just all taking risks when we have children?
Absolutely.
You got to ask the right question.
You take risks. That's just you. All you got, it's a risk, and you just got to do what you can to mitigate it and minimize it. There's questions you can answer, but again, motherfuckers' mouth will say one thing, but then they ask to do another. So you can't just take people at their word. So it's a crapshoot. It's 50-50. You either gonna get a bum or you not. Like there's not a whole lot we can do to control how the people that we choose carry themselves or act once we've given them a baby. Because a lot of women start off cool until y'all seen the girl who was trying to bust in the nigga house. And he did the side by side, like when you met her 6 months ago till today, and she outside going crazy in his house, like trying to bash the window with a bike. Like you never know what somebody gonna be, and then your relationship can be perfect until you have kids, and now you realize you don't want the baby you want the baby circumcised. She don't. She want the baby to go to church. You don't. She okay with people kissing the baby in the mouth. You not. Like when y'all start arguing, the stuff the kids do, like that shit is wild. Is like how drastic that can change the dynamic of a relationship, and then expose or highlight conversation that you guys didn't have, or the differences of opinion that you didn't have. And now that it's saying about the child, what we tend to say, okay, well, it's me versus you instead of us versus the problem, even more so than we do typically in a relationship.
I think that if we just take more time to get to know people, I honestly think it's that simple. If you talk more, you ask more questions, and people just have sex so fast. We have sex so fast, and I did when I was younger. It's like I look at it how how women make friends. I think women make friends from just like, oh, you're cool to hang out with, you're cool to party with, like let's be friends. And it's like it takes much more than that to like be friends with somebody. And I think it's the same thing with relationships. Like, and you end up with this friend who like who stole your favorite sandals, and it's like, damn, like I thought you was cool, but you dirty, you stole my sandals and my curlers and shit. So it's like, we just gotta take more time to vet. That's
You said
all.
curlers. That first Miami trip always doing me in, bro.
Yeah.
So, Gerald, your question was, how can you know that the person's going to be a good parent? Was that your question?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things Gilbert said was the importance of who you have a child with. He was relating it to the Anthony Edwards situation, but it just made me think a little bit further when it comes to us in real life, as far as who we choosing, because a lot of times the child is not playing. Most of the people, I don't think I know anybody who actually plan to have children. At least their first ones. Maybe if they got married and they have a second or third one, then maybe that one might be planned. But most people don't plan for kids. They just come into this world. And so a lot of times we don't even know who we are laying down with and having children with until you start going through it. And once you start going through it and you get the courts involved, and it's like you just got all hell. So the question I have to the panel is there any way that we can give some game to the folks that's watching, even the people that's on the panel, as far as is there some secrets to vetting so that we can possibly start mating with people that make sense?
I feel like knowing that person in seasons, seeing them happy, sad, angry, just seeing them in situational occurrences will tell you, how they'll react in different situations. But again, going back to, I think Real Dope Daddy said something about we need to get to know each other more before we just, go soul swapping with everybody.
My first two kids are my most favorite mistakes ever. Because again, like you said, JR, we was married and just had two kids. But the majority of children aren't planned, I would say. I would also say that the amount of abortions that are had prove that also, that the majority of pregnancies aren't planned either. So what I've done differently since, my first mistake was, I was intentional about what I did as far as having a child. So like my 8-year-old, he was on purpose. Like he was a planned excursion and expense. You know what I'm saying? So I did it right, you're saying eventually. But now if I was starting over, I wouldn't think there's anything that I could do that would tell me anything about a woman that I would say was 100% accurate and guaranteed to hold up, because women are typically ran by their emotions. So if she makes a promise to me to be a great wife today, she's in that spirit, cool. But when she's upset because now I done yelled at my son or I done spanked him or something like that, now her emotional state is different. That promise she made to me to be a great wife is out the window. And so understanding that about women, understanding that to be true about women, I would never think that there's anything I can talk to or get her to say or prove that I would know that I can hold her to 10 years from now.
All right, go ahead, Hank, because I know Hank was about to ready answer the question. Go ahead.
I mean, look, there's little things like you said. We need to have a conversation. Like, how is your parenting style? How is your, what is your style on how you discipline kids? How do you feel about that? Of course, I guess I think Will gave you the example of going to church and not going to church. Well, you need to know all of this before. Even had nothing to do with the kids. If you want to go to church, you need to know this just on GP. If that's your belief in where you stand, do you believe in going to church? So if you believe in going to church, I'm assuming we're not going to leave the kids at home and they not going to church. No, they're going to go to church with us. So all of those little questions like that needs to be answered. I would definitely, take a woman on a date to the park and watch and see how she interacts with other kids. Kids is not her. Kids don't belong to her. The kids y'all ever have. But, does she talk about having babies? And does she talk about having a lot of kids? Or just saying, I just want one kid? Well, right then and there, when she said just one kid, that let me know she's really not too fond of kids, but she at least wants to have one just to have experience. And you're a man who wants a lot of kids and you enjoy hanging and being around kids. Yeah, that might not be the woman for you. That might not be the woman for you. And that might not be a real good mother. If she just said that, I just want one kid and that's it. And I just want, like I said, she just want to go through the experience. Oh, that's some bullshit. Well, then he don't really want no kids. You just want her to get them kids done and go get them over just to say you had one. Now, if you want them, you're more likely you're going to say, want one, I'm going to have another one, and then another one. And then you'll hear her later on in life talking about she's having baby fever. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, well, even though you can't have no more kids, well, you too old to have kids, your menopause and kicked in, and your man done got a vasectomy, so he ain't getting reproducing with kids, but they still have that desire to have more kids. I said, you better enjoy your goddamn grandkids then. But finding that out as soon as possible is probably going to be the key for a lot of men to figure out if they're a good, motherfucker. Do they have younger brothers or younger sisters? And how was they? Did they raise them around them? And did they do you hear them talk about them? Do you hear them talk about, I hated that I had to always watch my brother and sister? Oh, that's the red flag for me, saying is that, yeah, you really not too fond of two kids, I could tell, because you talk about how you hate it to have to always keep your brother and sister. Yeah, that's a problem for me. So.
Yeah, I think somebody said this, like we jumped the gun soon, especially in this era. And I think we need to base it on moral values. Do my beliefs line up with your beliefs? And then also just taking your time, I was engaged, I was not married when I got pregnant. My daughter wasn't a mistake. But the relationship that I have with my daughter's father wasn't based off of after I got pregnant. It was based off of we were dealing with each other for 2 years straight. So I seen his mood. He seen my mood. He introduced me to his family. I introduced him to my family. I want to see how you act when it's just a boring day. I want to see how you act when you don't see me for a couple of days and all that. And I'm like I said, like Will said, I choose him all over again to have a baby. I'm not lying. I choose him all over again because even though we are not together, we're still a unit. It's just a respectable thing because we have the same moral values. That's all.
Yeah, I would encourage men not to impregnate no woman who don't have anything to lose. I think we need to make that a lot more acceptable, that men are vetting for more than just the character. Character's great. I think that's awesome. It's a pillar, but you typically tend to get the best from a woman, especially when you talk about deep-rooted things like kids, when she has something she's built, because women tend to respect what they build. If she's ultimately looking for you of a come up, an elevation, and then you throw a baby into the mix, you're always going to be carrying more weight, in my opinion. I think men need to raise their standards past the fact that she's pretty, past the fact she got character. How does she move as a single person? Like, what has she built? What does her life look like value-wise? And then assess past that point. Most dudes don't think that far. They like, I got it. She the woman, I'm the man. No, F that. She needs to have something that she has built and sustained, in my opinion, if you're talking about bringing DNA and merging it together and doing it for a lifetime.
You say impregnate. No, dudes got to stop fucking pretty losers. Like, and a lot of dudes do that. Like, y'all are fucking these pretty bums because they bad and not realizing that they got a 3-bedroom apartment with 4 roommates and they all sharing clothes. But because their Instagram look one way, you think it's cool. So you feel like you got a bad one. You take her to the house and now you're trying to figure out why you can't ever go to her spot because she got 4 fucking roommates. Like, y'all got to be real careful about where y'all stick y'all dick these days. Aside from catching something, you know what I'm saying? It's other shit, other bad shit to catch out here other than age, like a baby mama. That shit can be just as bad. So y'all niggas got to be real careful.
Yep. If I had to answer this question, I would say watch how you treat people who can't do anything for them. Kids, the elderly, even the pets. It's going to tell you a lot about their patience and their compassion. Also look at how they handle stress. Parenting is basically problem solving every day. So if they got something that goes on, they blowing up, then they kind of give you an idea of how they may respond when it comes to kids. And also, I think Hank hinted to this as well, checking their values and discipline. Like, do they actually live by the things they talk about? If somebody can't keep their own life in order, budgeting, schedules, basic stability, then you kind of get what you get at that point. Study their patterns, man. I mean, there's so many things that you can really look at to kind of get an idea of what that person is going to be like. It won't be 100%, but I think you can gather enough data. I don't think people gather data at all, and that's what I think we be in these situations where we find out a lot later. All right, well, we'll go ahead and close this one on out, man. We get to these super chats. Aaronson Ford, 1913. Wonder if he's pledged or something. $10. It's not a mistake. He made a poor choice. He got to man up, take care of his child. He effed up 4 times. That's not a mistake. Damn, 4? Still can't be negotiating with terrorists. Half of us, no excuse. Man up. And lastly, Aaron again, $2. Manu, great panel. Enjoyed this show. Be good. Thank you, Aaron, and welcome. Glad to see you here. Well, everybody, man, hit that like button. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel on the way out. Make sure y'all click that Anson Belt & Company link. Check out the belts. The link is in the description. Also, make sure y'all follow y'all favorite panelists. And just look at everybody's social media because we all got some good things going on outside of here and even on YouTube. And I want you guys to make sure you're supporting everyone else just as much as you guys support me over here. We're going live for the Thursday show tomorrow. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. And thank you guys for tuning in tonight.